Okay.
We're not going anyplace scary.
Time for foot slogging, boys! Who's the biggest? I'm the boss! Which button makes this thing go? I'm dead hard and ready for stomping! Send me to the fight!
What's happening? What's going on? Where am I going?
Fox is the biggest and the strongest!
Try to stop, Peter!
Kill the other boys! Fighting and winning!
Please, no more kissing.
All right. We're ready, Talking Man. Let's do it.
We're ready?
We're ready. I'm undoing the stream blocker, and it's time. So we need to go find some games. Let's
Does it
see.
start?
Yeah, so
Bracket finalized.
bracket is finalized,
Ah, good.
and let's see. Are they saying? Does the title have like Fight Night in any of these things? Let's see.
Maybe check their names.
Yeah. Let's go to the little bracket, shall we? It is going to be VM John Silver versus current year BBB Golden Floof versus Sabris Reginum, and then Dark Horse. It looks like gets a bye. Yes, Dark Horse gets a bye and displays Ever Chicken. So, do we see a Floof versus something?
I'm looking.
I see the BBB tour.
Dark
Where's the Floof?
Andrew.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit up Floof and see if we can spectate that. Where is the? See, I don't even post in any of the like things either.
Are they using like a find your opponent thing in chat there? Or
So they have the tournament management Discord chat. Sabris
I'll just
Regnum. Password is 123. Okay. So we'll copy that. Copy.
How do you join with code and join as spectator? If there's only a spectator slot left, you just join as spectator?
Oh yeah. I guess they. Let's see. So let's
Oh,
get me.
I see.
Oh,
I joined the
you
code. I
joined.
joined it.
You joined.
Well,
You
I
said.
I,
No, I know.
I
I know. I know.
pressed that, and then it just
Yeah.
it goes here. Then I can click spectate.
In 2,
Password
4,
123.
and Taco.
Oh, they need 2 spec slots. They only have 1.
Is there only one allowed?
No, you could have up to like 4 or 5.
Okay, then yeah. Sabris. Why can't I type? All right, Sabris Reginum. Adding you, sir. And let me see if I can paste or do that again.
Block. He's like, oh, he wanted us to stream his game.
You got beat, man. You got beat. Ugh. Well, unless I can't get in here. Let's see. Floof. So I can't join a spectate. So I need 2 spectator slots for this to work, buddies, boyos.
Well, I'll back out.
What's up, boys?
And maybe
Lobby
they'll
should
be
be
like, what's
floof. Pass,
going
blah, blah,
on?
blah. Speculate open. You can have more than one. Okay, great. So yeah, if you guys want to open up another spot, that would be excellent for us, because we are doing a duo, a 1-2 combo, man. We're deadly out here, but we need both of us.
You see the game though, right?
I do see it's floof versus, and then
All right, I backed out. You go in,
okay. There we
because if it comes to it, then I could just commentate from watching your stream even.
That's fair, you know, like, and it might reduce lag that way too, but unfortunately then you're going to be delayed, which would suck.
Oh well, the game just disappeared for me, so I think they may have started.
Nope, I'm in. We have the golden
Oh.
floof and a glorious name, Legio Presagius Cibris Reginum. Yeah, that's a gladiator name, man. It's like,
Yeah.
so okay, let's put on the
They still only got 1 spec slot. Come on, you
come on,
floof.
boys, floof, do it, Anakin. Then we're gonna do the screen block. Let's see how the screen blocker works. Oh yes. Oops, not that. Okay, nope, right there. Get the screen blocker right.
Santa.
Hmm.
Oh, they added another one. Let's go.
Go. All right, let's get it, boys. Let's get it, boys. Yeah. It's time to wah.
Are the matchups all finalized and everything?
That's I'm sure that is. I mean, I think it checks in with Panda. Well, I think they pick each. Well, it's just a best of 1, so whoever wins
Yeah.
this is just they're good, you know.
So it's ogres versus dwarfs.
I like this. This is a wacky one, dude.
This is a wacky one.
This I
A lot
don't
of
see often either.
We'll see. It can be difficult for the ogres depending on the dwarf build.
Yeah, because I mean, ogre bulls are very cost efficient, but what's more cost efficient is dwarf cheap infantry and missiles. They're
Yeah,
very...
cannons and brimstone guns are
Ooh,
a tear.
yeah.
Because brimstone guns will mess up lead belchers in 1v1. And then if your lead belchers are your only counter to them, you're in some trouble. But
Yeah.
so like the only way to counter them is Iron Blaster.
Well,
Just refuse to count
exactly.
it.
Yeah. We need some more deeps here for those bad boys. Because they're
then,
gonna have pretty free reign, which is typically like not the case when it comes to like a lot of ogre matchups. Ogres tend to dominate the mobility like range field, you know, just because
Yeah.
you can bring some pretty decent artillery that can move around, and then you have like pretty decent guns that can also move around.
Yep. I know
Yeah.
what I've resorted to as ogres in this matchup is just bringing like max lead belchers and maxed range with everything.
Yeah,
There's
right.
not even rushing. Just like you just go up and try to use your lead belchers to shoot the artillery,
No,
and
just
then
go full kite mode. Yeah, exactly. All right.
yeah,
So, do you want to do the ogres since you're the ogre guy?
yeah, let's do that. So we got a Lord Slaughtermaster with Troll Guts and Bone Crusher
Mm-hmm.
and extra ingredients. So slightly expensive kit, but has good healing for his Stonehorn here on the where is he? On the Hunter.
Yeah.
With does he have
Ooh,
the
okay.
damage resist item? He does not have the damage resist item. Just a
He's
plain
got the
Hunter
sneaky
on the
get though,
Stonehorn.
the thief stone.
Where's oh he does have it. Oh I missed it. Yeah he does have. So he does have the damage resist thief stone item. So he'll be unspottable and 15% damage resist until he gets in melee.
Excellent.
He's got the double scrap launcher plus the iron blaster. Plus I thought I saw a lead belcher. Yeah, 1 lead belcher. So he's gonna kite them for a while. You could probably
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, there's two cannons, but he could technically just shoot and scoot with one each time and have the cannons forced to fire at once since there's three of them. So he technically could just stay in the back until he's used all his ammo and force the dwarves to move up, but it'll be a little
Yeah, that's
cheeky hard
definitely
to do.
like this is gonna tax his micro for sure.
Yeah,
And
and then he's got the trappers here.
excellent.
That'll be needed to ward away the
For sure.
brimstone.
So yeah, a little like definitely like a balanced build of the ogres for like a very probably not very like balanced matchup, I would say, but I think they can make it work depending on how it goes.
Yeah, you can make it work because these ogre bull dual weapons are actually very pretty really nice versus the dwarves. Like they'll mess up miners and normal dwarf warriors, and versus slayers they can trade okay-ish as long as you got Noblar support.
Oh, for sure. All right, let's go over
But
the dwarves real
that's it.
quick. So, looking at the HQ, it looks like we have a hero squad. We got Thoric, the Chad,
Ooh.
with Rune of Hearth and Home. Okay, I think he went just like very basic. Well, Locus of Power, of course, but very basic Thoric. Oh nope, we got some stuff. I forget the runes are like all over here. Rune of Doom,
yeah.
Rune of Wrath and
Oh,
Ruin, and Rune of Breaking. So he's definitely
Hearth and
looking
Home.
to like bash them. Well, the explosion, I guess they're good for clearing Noblars and doesn't take any wins. But like
Yep.
the explosion won't deal too much to ogre like meat, huh? And
He does
then
have the perfect vigor AoE on him too.
yeah, as the battle's starting, he's just kind of moving forward, blah blah blah. So we got two gyros, two cannons that are going to be hitting the scraps or the iron blaster first, and then I'd imagine going after the scraps. Two slayers in the back, dwarf warriors in the flank, miners in the front, just as kind of like a whatever. Then I think he has Gotrek and Felix.
Yep, he has
Fucking-
Gotrek and Felix. They're going to be a
And
big
he has
pain
the
to kill.
healing, and Gotrek has Death Blow. I think he has one other ability that he could have brought, so he just has Death Blow,
I wonder if he's going to use the hunter to shoot down the brimstone guns
right?
because he's got that anti-large missile. I wonder how that'll do.
Well, he
Well, he's
kind
not
of shied
doing it
away
right
from
now.
it. He didn't shoot him at this point. He's still
I
hidden
think
miraculously.
it's a good idea because if this Iron Blaster is his best answer to them, and if that gets killed by them, then they're just gonna, take over this game.
Oh, for sure.
And now he needs to pull back out of range of the cannons with it too. I think moving in
Yeah,
range of
oh,
them is a
I
little
guess
risky.
when, yeah, like he definitely needs to be scooting, and bringing up these lead belchers as quick as possible. The
He's doing a
hunter's
good
kind of
job
derping
against
around.
the
The
cannon.
hunter's just taking his little sweet time.
Yeah, he
I'd
doesn't know what to
definitely
do.
be firing. I mean,
Oh, yeah, he is. I think he thought about it now. He's like, wait,
Yeah.
I got anti-large missiles.
he's like, hold on,
That did a little bit
let
of
me shoot
damage
him.
to him.
Yeah, that's something.
Over time, it might. If the Iron Blaster can get in the back and then start shooting them as well, because like one shot from that Iron Blaster.
Yeah, and look at
can
the
take
scrap
off the
launcher
model,
dealing in
but-
damage. Like they're kind of ignoring these gyros, but they're putting the fucking hurt on these miners and cannons.
The thing is, they haven't targeted the miners once.
I
It's
haven't noticed
often-
that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's just right at the cannon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's
Dope.
just sometimes hitting the miners still.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, the
Yes.
hunter's back over here now. He's given up shooting the gyrocopters.
Yeah, he's like prowling. He's taking his time.
Now, I definitely think he should advance because one of the downsides of this dwarf build is that he brought so many blasting charges, and the blasting charges are very poor against ogre bulls. It makes the front line much flimsier, and he may be able to just push in and take out the cannons using his melee. He'll just have to be very careful that hero squad not to do
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. It is definitely going to be about this like front line. Well, I mean, first we have to see what develops out of the skirmish because if someone gets a huge advantage there, then it could be a deciding factor right there, right?
Yep.
But if they trade relatively even coming out of the skirmish phase, it's definitely going to, however they form up in this front line, can determine a lot. I mean, honestly, you want the slayers in the back, but I really don't see any backline threats from the ogres, like besides just this trolling hunter,
Yeah. I think one of the big problems the ogres are going to have is that they're going to be able to kill all the miners in the ranged, but then it's going to be the hero squad and
Yeah.
a handful
I was
of
just about
players
to say
left
that,
that's
yeah.
going to kill everything.
There is a big problem looming in this one singular Slaughtermaster's face, and that's how do you kill Thoric and Gotrek and Felix,
Yeah.
the legendary duo. And this is a
The
little
hunter,
bold.
yeah,
Yeah,
the hunter's in a bad spot. The
this
hunter
is.
would need to be full HP and cycle
Mhm,
charging while all of the units
mhm.
are surrounded.
And
He'd
honestly,
need to snipe Felix and then try to snipe Gotrek and Thoric.
exactly. It's a good little
It'd be hard.
distraction card effects, but there was some like unnecessary damage taken. That being
Oh, and
said,
Bone Crusher.
okay, he's getting in and he's getting in
He
without
kills
even
the
blasting
Corlers.
charges. Porlers are done. So I mean, ogres are coming out on top in skirmishes, I would say. I mean, there's some damn
Yeah.
scrap launchers and stuff, but really nothing significant where there's a Quarler and damaged cannons that are basically compromised at this point. I mean, they could get back online, but
Yep.
miners are taking a beating too. Like you said, this front line is pretty flimsy, you know?
Yeah.
It's gonna
Well,
take.
another thing.
Yeah, what do you see?
The brimstone guns are now on their way back, and now that the Iron Blaster's
Where are
gone,
these guys? Oh my lord.
yeah, they're on their way
Yep,
back.
yep.
They're gonna kill these lead belchers, and the ogre player is gonna need to BBB Golden Floof is gonna need to keep these trappers out of the
Yeah.
fight, make sure they don't die, because they're his only answer left to kill these brimstone guns.
No,
And if
for
he
real.
doesn't, his lord's gonna get sniped.
Yeah,
And his
like
hunter's gonna get sniped.
excellent execution in terms of like micro on the ogre player. Golden Floof's done very well, but like in terms of like build and like threat analysis, not analysis, but just like in terms of how their builds are structured, there definitely has to be some precaution taken because if you're not careful, these guys will sneak up on you. Which, by the way, if these gyrocopters were shooting at these lead belchers right now, they would totally just route them off probably.
Yeah,
Those
I
lead
do think
belchers are
you're
weak.
still right though about threat analysis, because I don't think he pegged the brimstone guns as much of a threat as he needed to, and I don't think
He
he
ignored them. Yeah.
he ignored them a little too much. I think he didn't quite understand all the tools he had at his disposal. I don't think he's seen brimstones in this matchup, or if he's practiced the matchup too much, because he did. It looked like he was a little shocked at the brimstone guns, and
Yeah, yeah.
didn't really react. To them
And the
very
build says it too, right? Like the build, like the
Yeah.
build was not expecting brimstones at all. And yeah, now he's chasing down those lead belchers. Rough, rough. So I mean, what we could pray as an ogre player here, right, is for army losses, but knowing dwarves, right?
Well, they're
Uh,
unbreakable.
They're basically
The
unbreakable, and
Gotrek
Gotrek is
is.
literally unbreakable.
Yeah, literally. As
So
long as those brimstones have some ammo, they're gonna have enough balance of power now.
yeah, I would
Especially if
agree.
they snipe this lord here. It looks like that's what they're going for now.
Yeah. So like honestly, excellent like execution by the ogre player. Now you just have to figure out a victory. And to be honest, like the trapper, there's a lot on these trappers because you want them to deal some damage to the brimstones, and you also kind of want to chuck the remainders at Gotrek, right? Like
Yeah.
you need to get those single entities down, and this hunter isn't going to do it, and the slaughtermaster sure as hell is not going to do it.
Yep. You need. Yeah. It's gonna be. You might need to save the ammo on the hunter to shoot Felix.
Right.
No, save the ammo to shoot Thora because he's large.
So yeah, we take a look around. The dwarves, infantry are like a majority of their army is crumbling, but their HQ package is very strong on this one, and I think that's almost like another consideration that like makes this matchup kind of shaky for ogres. Is like
Yeah.
you have to really consider something to like deal with a package like this because I mean this is gross and this isn't even like abusive level stuff. I mean Thoric's like a nasty bastard obviously, but he's not like these three is not like something crazy out of the ordinary.
Yep. Oh, really, really unfortunate break here. The Slaughtermaster's routing. If he was able to get
Oh
some
shit!
heals
Yeah,
off,
ooh, yeah.
you
Ooh.
might have been able to bear the storm of the ammo on the brimstone guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless he does get Butcher in it,
Yeah,
though,
look at
and
him.
if they
And
don't
they're
chase
ignoring.
him off,
They're
he'll come
ignoring
back.
him. We'll keep tabs on this bad boy right here. He might
'Cause
be.
if
Oh, he's
he-
back. Nope, he's back. Okay, so he needs
Yeah.
to. God, what can he do? I guess you distract with lead
Oh, you
belchers.
you run
this
back
way.
in there.
Would you run
Yeah.
like? I'd run
I just run
right.
in.
Yeah,
I'd heal again, waste the troll guts because you can get another troll guts.
exactly.
He's
Yeah.
got extra ingredients, so he's got the power recharge ability.
Yeah.
And he might actually be able to bear the ammo storm, like depending on where the brimstones use their ammo. Like they're wasting a lot of ammo on these low HP lead belters, and they may need this ammo to deal damage to the Stonehorn.
No, right.
Because the Stonehorn plus a bunch of Ogre Bulls surrounding the heroes may be able to pick off Felix.
Yeah, if you can get
So
Felix, you're getting rid of the healing. I mean, it's just one layer of the like stinking onion at this point, right? You need to get
yeah,
something off so you can get the rest off.
you gotta
And
take whatever you can get.
yeah, and maybe these Stonehorn cycle charges might be what he's looking for. If you can knock out Felix right into the open, and then
Yeah.
detach his bulls. Like his bulls probably don't need to be in there right now. They're just getting wailed on by Gotrek.
Is Felix ITP base or is he just getting that from Thoric?
I don't know. It's probably Doric. But maybe I'm wrong. I haven't even played with Felix in a long time. I'm still shaking some rust off, boys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is looking
It's not
dire.
looking good though.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that was just it wasn't so much like roulette. But they're
It's very difficult for the ogres.
I
here,
think it's difficult too.
versus
Man, I wasn't
two
able to save
cannons,
that at
two
all. They just
brimstone
left. I guess if
hero
they just
squad.
leave. So let's see where the value was. I'll check for the dwarves. You go for ogres. I'll go with the dwarves first. Thoric doing good. You know, Gotrek doing. I mean, they all serve their purpose, right? It's just being a tanky HQ core. All the infantry really didn't end up doing that much, but we all know. Ooh, actually, one of those cannons got really good value in trading with scrap launcher and stuff. I suppose, like they got some
Yeah, they did.
surprising amount of value. And then here's the real like winners of the game is the gyrocopters, and I mean, you know, in many a dwarf matchup, these guys can be the make or break combo, right?
Yep.
So, what's your analysis for the ogres?
The ogre bulls paid for themselves almost exactly. The scrap launchers did well. They got around 800, 850 value.
Yeah.
They could have got a little bit more maybe if they hadn't had army losses. The hunter did okay-ish, but he only got like 1100. He really didn't have like the ogre bulls killed all the infantry. He didn't really need to kill all the infantry. What
Yeah.
they really needed was something to kill this hero core at the end game. Like I'd say, like as an ogre player, dwarves are one of the scariest matchups, primarily
Right.
because of the combo of hero core, double cannon, double brimstone.
Yeah.
Whatever else you build doesn't really matter. Like I'd say, this dwarf build is close to optimal. Just get rid of the blasting charges.
Yeah, the blasting
And you're
charges,
doing
they're the
pretty
one
good.
they're gonna get disrupted. Two, they're not gonna deal that much damage for their, you know, what you're paying for, right? So, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, admittedly, you're not paying much, but you're still like actively, you know, purchasing that ability basically.
Yep.
Um,
Another style you can go as dwarves is just like a slight like less cannons, less hero core, wider and more ranged. That can also be difficult because one of the
yeah,
ogre styles is massed lid belchers, and massed lid belchers cannot approach cannons if there's a lot of coilers coming up.
right.
So
Yep.
it's very dynamic matchup. I think dwarves got a lot of tools. I think Floof got a little unlucky here in the matchup
Yeah,
too.
I think there's a matchup, and then I think there's a very like balanced, you know, altruistic build, like a hopeful build. You know, like
Yeah,
he'll play fair dwarves. He'll be
he'll
nice.
play fair dwarves.
He'll bring one single entity, and he'll just run at me. No, I don't know. It's a pretty like as you described. For literally all of those reasons, it's definitely, in my opinion, dwarf favorite as well. Like they just have a lot of tools that excel at exploiting the ogre's weakness, right? And right now, that's like a low to the ground hero squad is very obnoxious for ogres to deal with.
Oh, let's get in
Yeah,
this
let's
next
see.
game
So
before
did we get
they.
hit up? You guys hold. Sure, awesome. Okay. Dope. Yeah, I totally didn't post in any of the like other discords. Like when I had the like orc like theme song going, right? I was like fumbling around and just trying to find the like promotion tab and I just couldn't do it. All right, so I am seeing what am I seeing? I'm not seeing stuff. Or I'm blind. Like one or the other. Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on.
Well, are you in the right? I don't even think they added a spec slot yet.
Oh, okay. We're chilling then. I'm gonna try to join with the code. I'm assuming it's 123. Excellent. Oh, game full. Yeah, they haven't added a spec.
Okay, now they did.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it is like 6 spec slots.
Menaces, all of them. Absolute barbarians. Good. Yes, we need the
Ooh,
extra. The extra.
looks like
The spec slots give us power. They don't understand. All right. Since it's still
tiles versus
Christmas theme,
Britannia.
I'm gonna stick with my Christmas orc screen blocker here.
Love it.
Yeah, we gotta bring the dock in the Christmas cheer. You guys how crazy I don't want to see anyone's builds until I lose. Yep, I don't know who Genuine Pressed is in Discord, but whoever you are, GG, it was very good, man. I don't know if you're one of the players or if you're just a spec. Or I guess you're not a spec, you're in there, but you're, I guess, who's the guy who won? There's a Sir Regim. Sir Regim? Regim? Yeah.
Yes. Sabrus Regnum.
Regnum. And yep, Sabrus Regnum. It looks like current year took the dub up top against VM John Silver, and I guess this will be round 2
Be-
technically here. Because
this
there's
is
only
an
round
XMT
there's only 2 games in round 1. So there we go.
Yeah, and now we got an XMT Civil War right here.
Oh, we do, look at us.
Yep.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
kind of
gonna
wacky.
be, it's gonna be a blast. We gotta expect some sort of memes now.
Yeah, there better be memes, bro. Or else I'm gonna be heated. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be
See
actively
who memes the most.
pissing myself in disappointment. High Elves and Corn, huh? This is kind of a fun matchup too. Like we've gotten some like wacky matchups first games, you know.
This is gonna. I really like this. There's a lot of things on each match on each side that the other has trouble dealing with to a
Yeah,
degree.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
the fire resist single entities and the fire and dragon princes can be a little annoying for Corn to deal with.
Oh,
But at the
100%.
same time, Corn now has non-fire damage units that are high armor and magic damage that'll do well versus these things like dragon princes and these single entities. Emmerich still go like
Yeah,
Emmerich
Emmerich
Dragon
is a
can still
beast
be a
in this
problem.
one. Emmerich, I feel like, is just like a beast against a lot of the Chaos factions. He
Yeah.
just
At the
is,
same
dude.
time, Scarbrand could probably beat him up still in the right
Yeah.
scenario.
And I agree
So
with Umbrella in the comments. Minotaurs can be like super clutch depending on the build the High Elves bring, right? Like you can just like ball over, and if they have a lot of skirmishers, you know, depending on just how they're trying to like shoot you down, you can crack the code pretty quick
yeah,
and get in there. And they're really durable now. Like Minotaurs are very durable, especially the ones with like shields and all sorts of fuckery. But I will say, like, as a high elf player, like, now I'm not a very good high elf player. I don't play elves, but I would be worried about my skirmish line indefinitely if I'm going up against Corn, right? You're worried about the dogs. You have monstrous infantry. You have flying monsters, and then you have Valkia that could be in the sky, just like using Slopnir and also landing on your skirmishers. So there's a lot of pressure going on there. But
hmm
that being said, it can also be like a bait, right? Like if you have some skirmishers, like especially if they're just like high elf archers, it sometimes you know a Corn player will have a lot of dedication to breaking the box, but if the box is only containing so much stuff, then you can collapse in around them, right, with the rest of your like army, and you're like, oh, okay, you have my archers now. You're like 1,300 unit gold unit is dead, you know. It's
yep.
like, so there's some interesting counterplays here. 5 minotaurs,
It'll
5
be
marauders,
interesting.
3 dogs, and the herald on the motorcycle. Call it a day. Hey, I mean, shit, that sounds good. I want to see Umbrella, but Umbrella, you're too busy eating dinner, you bastard. Why aren't you here? All right, so I'm gonna remove the screen blocker, the blocker, and we are going into this beautiful matchup here. Wow, I like I like the Corn army. Look at this shit, dude.
I like both of these armies. Well, I
Yeah.
gotta say that the Corn ROR what's that? what are those called? The Cav.
The
I
corn
love
cow,
that
yeah.
unit.
Oh, the brazen throne guys.
The Brazen Throne, yes.
Those guys are beasts, man. Absolute
Because
beasts.
they have the fire damage, they imbue fire weakness so that they boost their damage substantially.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
they're so
And
good.
it's yeah. Oh god. And they have that devastating charge thing where it's just like it just murders stuff. Just absolute shred stuff if you're like charging them from the rear or the side. So gross. So gross. Let's just zoom out into infinity here. Get a good look at this island. Okay, I guess there's more inland here. Mountain. This is a pretty beautiful little landscape.
Yeah, it is Bretonia.
Yeah. It's like very mountainy for Bretonia. I didn't think Bretonia was that mountainy. Like there's a little river going through, goes all the way up. I guess it kind of ends. And we get up to this mountain.
Dwarves require no skill is loading in still. Oh, there he is.
Excellent. And then, oh, after this mountain, it hits the abyss. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so
all right,
who do
I'm
you wanna
forcing
cover?
you to take the high elves because I don't want to deal. I don't
Okay.
want to talk about elves, Chris. So you go ahead first.
Okay, so we got a prince on a star dragon. He's fully kitted out.
Nice.
So he's like over
Chad.
3,000 gold.
Fuck yeah.
Very Chad. He's got life mage because you have to with that regrowth
Yep.
earthblood.
Yep.
Let's see. Dragon Prince. Heralds of the Wind. Oh, haven't seen them very much. So
That's
they're
cool
nice. The
unit.
105 speed
At one point
Reaver archers.
in the game, they were the fastest unit. At one point.
Oh,
yeah.
what's the fastest now?
I think it's either. It's not Malagor. Who's? I think something's above Malagor. Malagor is technically 120, right? So, I don't know if something's
Oh.
faster than Malagor, but maybe something's on par with him or something.
Okay, I see. Then he's got some Reavers, some Spearmen, and one of the cooler parts of his build are the double Shadow Walkers. Poison. They're like
Yeah.
Shadow Warriors, but they're anti-infantry melee. They deal poison damage, and they have a very flat trajectory.
Such
so
a Chad unit. Yep.
yeah, I love those things. You're
Alrighty.
definitely gonna have to
Yeah,
micro
exactly.
them well, though.
All right, so we have an absolutely Chad front line of Chaos Warriors of Khorne with dual weapons, just absolute beef monsters. Little susceptible to missiles, but like honestly, they will mulch through most like high elf stuff. Valkia, classic pick, has Slopnir and the Demon Shield, both excellent choices. We got Chaos Warhounds, the regular kind, Furies, just one of those, two of the Hounds, and we got two Minotaurs with great weapons, and the glorious. It's actually Heralds of Khorne's Fury, the Blood Crushers. So it's the Blood Crushers. It's not the I was thinking of the Brazen Throne, which is the mortal version. This is the
demon version. The demon
version,
has Mantle of Immolation, damage, weakness to fire damage. They have insane damage.
Exactly.
Output.
So, getting some early poke on these Chaos Warriors, and not being shielded, they will take it all. And we're getting some brazen charges out here. Will we see the counter charges? Oh, they're gonna faint. Okay, they're going back.
Now, one thing is, the only
whoa! Look at the Heralds of the Wind. Look at them.
Oh, I almost got. Oh, they did get caught a little bit.
They got caught a little bit. The Hounds were a little too late to make them really pay for that, but the Minotaurs got some damage. The early trades are going. Ooh, he kind of. Okay, so the Heralds of the Khorne Fury almost like got a really good charge, but I think Duncan pulled back at the last second.
Oh, he's comboing it though.
Yeah. Slopnir. What a juicy Slopnir play. Oh,
Now
lovely.
this is interesting. The only armor piercing unit for
Hound's getting wrecked over
dwarves require
here.
no skill is the prince, and all the Khorne
Damn.
front lines all 110 armor. The lords 100 armor.
Yeah.
The Minotaurs are
So
70 armor. So he's
the Hounds are getting broken on the side too.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Which is not great in terms of trying to like get to this back line here or just have any control in the mobility. Oh, he has like 4 Hounds. Interesting. Okay, and 2 of them are getting chased away by Illyrian Reavers. I'd turn one of those around at least to try to get back in the fight. Valky's going to the back. And
if he
then
keeps one alive, he could pressure the Shadow Walker still. The Harpies are trying to pressure right now,
Yep.
but
Harpies are gonna
it'll
get
need
in,
some help.
and that's good.
Oh, now that the Dragon Princes are running back and the
Yeah, this
Reavers,
front line is melting for the
Knights.
High Elves, even though they traded pretty well in the beginning. The
Oh no,
Prince is
the
still
Knights are
pretty
pulling
healthy,
back. The Knights could just totally kill those Shadow Walkers right now, but they're pulling
right?
back,
They're pulling
unfortunately.
back, along with the Minotaurs. I mean, honestly, the Minotaurs have enough speed, and like, you wouldn't. Well, I guess the Dragon Princes. No, honestly, I'd take that fight with the Minotaurs. I would take that fight 100%, especially with the
Yep,
health they're at. Those Minotaurs were
yep.
chomping.
So he may inadvertently let the Shadow Walkers get away, but
Yeah,
blah blah blah. Chaos
I don't
Warhounds have
see
the way.
like we don't. There's no explosive magic for the Life Mage. I think the front line just took too much of a beating without doing enough damage in the skirmish phase to this Khorne army. I mean,
Oh,
they could.
he's sniping the caster.
Yeah. Ooh, if Valkia gets this caster like actually off the field. Okay, so is he on foot? Oh, Valkia can run him down quick, like that. We have some.
Well, it may mean that she misses all of her attacks on him.
Yeah, I mean, she could get very unlucky, and if she overextends, like I said, it's a very easy thing to overextend into like kind of layered lines like
Oh,
the High Elves do,
like this, and now
like
maybe the
this.
Prince can goon
Are we gonna see a
Valkia.
demon shield
Oh, but
popped?
the Minos and the Knights, the Heralds of Khorne Fury, are coming in the same.
Yeah. Ooh, but these Shadow Walkers getting like tossed is not great. Is that another Slopnir I see? Gross. Minotaur's smacking in. The Prince is not doing too much. Like,
I just read his name.
what is it?
Duncan Mabal.
Don't give me a ball. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm glad I didn't read that and like get just caught up in stream. Jesus Christ, dude. My ignorance saved me. Like by just not even looking at their names. Well, GG to the High Elf player, but I am thinking it's over. This is a pretty like
This is
done
over.
sealed deal. Ooh, Illyrian Reavers in the back. There was some forgotten stuff, but it wasn't really significant. Like to be honest, there wasn't
Now-
like some lapse of huge micro or something.
The High Elves may have lost, but I think they may have won the meme battle.
They did win the metaphorical meme battle because like, who brings a kitted out prince? You know, like
Get it out, Prince and Shadow Walkers versus Khorne.
yeah. Now here's a juicy breath. I think there should have been some breaths early game too. You know, like I think there should have been some like moving back. You know, like I'm not a fan of like Lotus Mooning people, but with the army that they had, especially with the like the fast.
He's used all his
cav-
breaths.
Oh, he used all of them. Well, I know, but just like in the earlier stages, like kind of prolonging that initial engagement, because that initial engagement was always going to be
Yeah.
Khorne favored. It's just how much
Skirmish with
damage can you do
heralds.
before it happens.
Yeah. I think also we didn't really see any of the dangerous High Elf units we were mentioning other than the Dragon Princes.
That is true.
I think ever since the Khorne got the what are they called? Well, I guess just the ROR, whatever this knight is, and the Mortal Knights.
Yeah.
It became a little more difficult, and the Minotaur buff in price.
Right. Yeah, the Minotaurs have been pretty good stuff.
'Cause
Really,
before, they
Valkyria's
weren't
taking a
really
good amount of damage. I
reliable.
went all cinematic mode and just like Valkyria's just like getting beat up.
Well, she's killing
Are the
Prince,
new
though,
warriors
Valky's
of
fine,
chaos / demons too strong? Well, in domination, Slanesh is like been proven to be pretty busted.
yeah.
The demons, like if you're talking about the united demons, I guess I'll just no, I'm not gonna say that. I didn't say the other
Well,
one.
I'd
Fuck it.
say it is different in Dom and land battle. When it comes to Warriors of Chaos and Demons of Chaos, the one thing really between the two of them that they share is Bellicor. Bellicor definitely may need a little bit of a nerf. He's like a very
Yeah, yeah.
like he can lose you the battle if you misplay him, but
GG's
he
boys.
can also win
GG's.
you many battles because he's so hard to kill. He
Yeah.
removes terror. He can tear out any formation basically.
Bellicor's an
He
absolute
heals
menace.
through.
Before we keep
He's
harping
a
on by
monster.
the dark prince of edginess, let's look at the value real quick.
I
Valkia.
accident.
Oh,
It
it's
closed
okay.
me out. On
So essentially,
accident, so you're gonna have
Valkia
to do
got
both.
like 1600. That's pretty solid. Juicy RR Khorne blood crushers there, getting on 2k plus value. Same with the minnows. One got 15, one 2k gross. Khorne warriors did their job, and honestly, the Khorne hounds were just distracting enough to get the job done. Really, I mean, You know, some of them were running away most of the game, but like that was enough to distract a Lunarian Reaver from doing other stuff. So
Yeah.
nice. And the Prince put in work, but I mean he is like 3K, so he really didn't pay for himself.
Yeah.
Uh, Dragon Princes didn't get too much opportunity. It's all about like countercharging and picking your time to strike, right? With like cav battles in particular. So that's
Yep.
kind of
It
what
wasn't
decided that one.
wasn't easy for him to do there.
No, no. It was definitely like again kind of more of a balanced build against a Corn like I'm gonna rush you down, you know. And you know, Corn is kind of known for it. You
Yeah.
know, typically the strat, you know. But yeah, I would say
Well,
Marcus that like demons wouldn't say they're too
demons are
strong in
weaker than
land or Dom, but Bellacore is a problem, sort
yeah.
of. Yeah.
On Warriors of Chaos, Bellacore in land battle can be somewhat overpowered, I'd say. Just because you have to deal with him, and Warriors of Chaos have a rather decent roster. I'd say like if you took Bellacore out of Warriors of Chaos is just a really good faction, but not broken.
Yeah.
With Bellacore, he's like on the verge of best faction, kind of almost
Exactly.
in land
It's
battle.
it's it's a more of like it's a good roster with like an even like just SSS tier lord that propels it into greatness, you know.
Yeah, plus you get the Hellstriders on Warriors of Chaos, and you don't get that on Demons of Chaos.
Right. Right.
Demons of Chaos is very low armor faction, which can sometimes be abused, and they don't have artillery, so it also can be abused.
That
They're
was
also not
super weird. So
fastest.
Strat Game just posted on my thing and said, "Sup boys?" And then YouTube was like, "Yeah, we're gonna flag that."
Did it really?
Yeah, it just said "Sup boys," and it was like, "Yeah, this is held for review, bro." And I was like, "What? Why? What the fuck?" Like, I like Warriors of Chaos, and I will say in land battles, a power of Warriors of Chaos is their diversity, right? Like they can really mix you up in the type of build that they can bring, you know. Um, so I'll
Yeah, they
say
can.
that
I
um,
wouldn't say they're too strong right now. It's just like specifically Bellacore is and Hellstriders. It's just those two units. It's not necessarily the faction. Like if you don't
exactly
bring those two units, most of the rest are fine. Maybe Sigvald you can make an argument for.
right. Yeah, Sigvald. So yeah, Sigvald's good. I love how they have Sartorial in there too, and he just is just nothing anymore. He's just like here's an old relic of Game Two. Here he is.
He is a bit of an old relic. He still, Final Trans can still be pretty
What
good,
would be
and now that
cool
he can
for
fly
him?
is not bad.
Yeah, you know what I think, Taco? I
What do you think?
think he should get like a combo of like metal and Zeech. I think that would make him like not
Ooh,
like good, but like
that'd be a little
pickable,
disgusting.
right? Well, it depends what you give him, right? Like you could
Well,
really
I
you
think he's
mess with that,
pickable.
right?
He is pickable. It's just that there's so many good lords on Warriors of Chaos right now.
That's
Like
also
there's
true.
Bellacore, Festus, Archaon, Sigvald. Those are probably the most popular. Then right below them, there's like Azazel, Valkia, then Village if you want Lord of Zinch.
No.
Uh, it's like all of Warriors of Chaos lords are very good.
Yeah, for sure. Like all they're very good lord choices, and they have some like I mean, like they have a lot of like little interesting
Uh,
strategy interactions you can do in terms of the marks, right? Like and giving
yeah,
marks off to like the most typical is like okay, you'd either go like two, maybe even four if it allows it, like Hellstriders, if you really like want to try to dominate the mobile game.
yeah.
But I mean, you can
I do
also do
see
like
some.
wacky stuff like Festus into the Severed Claws and like heal up like goofy like aspiring champions. And as much as it's goofy, those things will stick around forever, dude. If you have his healing on and he's just like just like
Yeah,
sitting there like AP like heroes, it's just like
it
oh
can it can make a big difference. Like I see some people in chat like strat games saying Warriors of Chaos gets hard countered by Cathay, Hiles, and Empire, but I think it's actually the complete opposite. Like in my experience, Warriors of Chaos can just run over those three factions pretty easily.
I think
VC
it's a
does counter
mix.
them though.
I
I
think
think
it's a mix.
VC counts can sometimes. Although now that counts or Warriors of Chaos have these Mortis engines and heal AoEs, maybe that's different nowadays. But
Right.
I don't think any faction really dumpsters Warriors of Chaos, in my experience. Maybe
NG
Nurgle. Actually, I
dumpsters
could see
or
Nurgle.
Nurgle
Nurgle is
could do it.
if yeah, because Warriors of Chaos doesn't have a lot of range, so
You know what I
skirmishers.
think? Like,
Nurgle makes sense.
I think greenskins are hated on a lot right now, but I think greenskins have a fair shout against warriors too, depending on whether if they bring Bellicor, you're screwed. I'm just telling you right now, you fucked. Like you're not
Well,
like
I don't know.
dead,
Maybe
but
you you
it's like
use your next, and then you chop them down.
and then you pin him and then you run in with your entire army and die. No, but like
maybe that's something you could do. Maybe you take Wurzag, Death Hag, Night
right.
Goblin Shaman, and you net him, spam Gaze of Mork, Spirit Leech, and Vindictive Glare, and then eventually he dies to that combo. And you just spend all your magic killing him. Maybe
Right.
that could work.
No, for real.
I wonder. I never tried it though, so
So
don't
let's
take my word
check
for it.
the so it's current year
Current
versus fat
fat
kid.
kids.
Oh yeah.
That's his name. We're not making fun of him.
Yeah. All right, so let's see.
There's also actually Ever Chicken one probably started.
It probably did. They didn't post
We
though,
spent
so
too much time talking.
we
We
do.
may have
And
missed
then
our
I don't
opportunity.
like ping people, so I'm gonna ping Fat Kid and be like, "Hey, are you playing or do we spec?" Yeah, because I think there's still the final couple matches to go, right? Or am I tripping?
There's a code for that game. Let's see if that one's still up. Game full, spec slots there.
Or Ever
It is good
Chicken,
to
or
go.
is it Ever Chicken? Are we waiting on Ever Chicken in Black?
Oh, who do you? Yeah, we could do that one.
Is
Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right there while we figure this out.
okay, great, excellent. Do we do Ever Chicken first? Go. Let's just find out what game we're specking, boys. How's everybody doing? You guys feeling good today? How's your days been? Mine's been pretty for the greenskins. You cast both. Okay, great. Um, let's see where if we have an Ever Chicken game here. Ooh. Oh, Anakin. Anakin too weak. Give me the source of power. Give me the Warhammer. All right. I'm not seeing an Ever Chicken game, so maybe we just go to theirs. Yeah, let's go to theirs, and then we'll get Taco in here in a second. Join the code. Bam. Game full. So we need das specs. Spectate. Uh, shh. Shh. All right. Yeah, we're in, boys. Let's give me a
I
second.
returned.
Excellent.
Sorry, I had a meeting at the Oval Office.
Yes, I mean we all do. It's classic taco shenanigans. And Think Chicken and Black are still playing.
I'm
Oh, they're
in.
still playing. Okay, great. So screen blocker's up. Hopefully nobody cheesed or anything. And I'm liking the looks of these builds already, dude. This is a wacky one. This is one for the gods, you know? This is one for the gods.
Chaos versus Nurgle. We were just talking about this.
I know. It's well, it was funny because there was like yeah, we're talking about it and it is it just prophesized, man.
Now, it does depend on what each person brings. Like, uh, Nurgle don't have answers for every unit on Chaos roster. Like,
Yeah.
but neither does Chaos have answers. Likewise.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll just have to see how the sticky boys go against Archaon's lads, you know? And I'm not saying that because I, that wasn't a spoiler. I was just trying to describe the words of chaos as Archaon's lads.
Yeah.
Um, but this is gonna be wild because I mean you guys will see in a second here. Well, should I have the screen blocker all the way until I don't think it matters after like
Once we get
load.
into load screen,
Then
doesn't
it's
matter.
fine. Okay, great. Yeah, we're taking it off from you. Okay. So as you guys can see, this is gonna be like a scrap of a game, dude.
I
Uh,
love the corn chosen.
I love them as well, to be honest. I think they're gonna put in work, but I also think that, like, honestly, I would have liked to see at least one other single entity from Nurgle, if I'm being honest. Like,
There's no mortar strain.
there's no Mortis Drain, first of all, so Nurgle's not getting
There's no
as
terror either.
yeah, as much of a buff for just like sitting in combat besides their like passive army ability.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to kill all these plague bears, but
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
proper ammo use and magic and
And
Festus
Festus.
has his drain.
Yeah, if you can
So
keep Festus
that could be
alive, you can deal some carnage, you know, even to these tanky Nurgle bastards.
the only thing that can kill Festus, I think, is the chaos spawn surrounding him.
Yeah.
Oh, or the missiles from the exalted plague bears.
Les missiles. Yeah, they do have some missiles. They got 3. And do you want what do you want? Dealer's choice on this one, because I really don't.
You go first. You choose.
Okay, I'll go Nurgle. We're gonna see a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle, classic. This guy is a tanky bastard. He has Crown of Everlasting Conquest, which basically just heals him. We got the Paragon of Decay. Usually I take that off. I mean, that's just kind of like a, I mean, it's pretty decent, but like some funds could be cut, I feel like. Fleshy
Paragon.
Abundance,
Oh, that
classic.
thing.
Yeah, it's Stream of Corruption, and then a Filth Mace. I like it. I like the Filth Mace.
I like the filth mace. I've been messing with
Yeah.
it now and then. I think
I
it
think
could
I
work
think it
well
has
if
its
you're not
uses,
bringing
especially
on
for
any
terror. Nurglings, 5 in the front in the Vanguard, 3 of the Exalted Plague Bearers. I'm gonna murder my dog. No, 3 of the Exalted Plague Bearers. One of them being the Festering Stooges, 2 Plague Bearers, Spawn of Nurgle. Very interesting. I like it. And then some Plague Toads. And that's kind of all she wrote. And the Plague Toads are positioned very oddly. All right, go ahead, take it away with Festus.
All right, so we got obviously the Festus himself. He doesn't have any spells actually.
Oh, what?
All the spells are on the Chaos Sorcerer of Slanesh. It's just Pit of Shades.
This is like
I don't see anything else on it. Yeah, just Pit of Shades on the Chaos Sorcerer on the Mortis Engine mount. So if he gets some kills around it, that'll Mortis. And he'll heal with Festus. And he's got the Aspiring Champions to combo.
yep.
Aspiring Champions plus Festus is a really fun
It
combo.
is.
I
That's
like
why I was
now
saying
and
the
then.
Severed Claw is like a menace sometimes.
Yep. They're going to be really hard
Or
to kill.
what
And
is it?
then
Not Severed
he's
Claw.
got
Yeah,
he's
whatever
got
they are.
the Hell Cannon. There is no counter to the Hell Cannon right now. So worst case can just sit back,
Yeah.
snipe the Exalted Plague Bears,
Mhm.
and then skirmish with these 3 Marauder Horsemen as well.
Yeah. To be honest, I would really be shooting those Stooges. I mean, just you need to chunk down their HP somehow, right?
Yep.
So I'd definitely be
Yes.
taking them down a peg if
I
you
think
could.
he'll switch for sure. I think, unless he didn't realize maybe he's worried the trees will get in the way. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, if he gets into the trees, he'll
Ooh.
lose.
So we're getting the first engagement. This is a little risky. The Nurglings are just gonna die here, right? Like this is just
Yeah.
a bad trade.
I was gonna say maybe he should have backed up and let the Hell Cannon shoot more, but he just gets to kill the Nurglings for free by doing this.
Yeah, so I would definitely like this is a good And I mean, you know, like you want to shut down the Hell Cannon and stuff, but this isn't the way of like, you know, stopping that. This is just kind of throwing away your Vanguard stuff, what basically could be flanking and surrounding the enemy position, right?
Yeah, you're sending in 2 waves now instead of 1 wave that
Yeah.
gets to go in everywhere. Because this
Exactly.
really doing nothing. Because Festus is also going to heal off all this damage. That
Oh yeah,
does you.
no, like it's negligible. It's Chosen of Corn, the actual Chad boys,
Yeah.
the big bloody hunters of the night, and they're just gonna step on these little sad tadpoles, you know? Like these Nurglings are just gonna get dunked by every single unit here. Even well, actually, maybe besides the Marauders. Well, Marauders should probably win. Yeah, and that was a Pit of Shades right upon the. I
It
guess.
hit both the normal Plague Bearers.
Yeah, that was a
and
mix.
the
That was weird. It
Fed
was like
Users.
he caught both of them. That was nice.
Yeah.
Fucking, I hate how Pit of Shades suck stuff in. Is the sorcerer on the shrine?
The
The
Slanesh
sorcerer
one
does
is,
not have
but not
a.
the normal, not
Oh,
the
wait.
Nurgle one.
He's on a horse. He's on a horse.
Yeah, Nurgle one's on a horse, which means he can snipe Festus technically.
Yeah,
it
he can.
wouldn't
He can
be
charge,
easy.
cycle charge him. Umbrella was checking for rules.
Oh,
I
there
think.
he is.
Oh, yep. Getting on the Festus.
Oh,
This
Festus
is your
is
path.
in a very bad spot. He's getting shot by the
Ooh.
Exalted Plague
Oh
Bearers
my
too.
god, he is getting chunked, dude. I love Cat Sorcerer of Nurgle because he's just such a hybrid. Like he's such a good hybrid caster, you know.
He's definitely he's one of my favorite of the base casters,
Yeah.
base chaos casters.
Oh yeah, he's a juicy little burrito, and Festus is getting dunked, and he really needs to pull off like maybe even some Chosen or like just something to get Festus
He
back into
he
safety.
didn't bring
Oh, here's the Inspiring Champs.
Fleshly Abundance, so
Yeah,
he
bring the
can't really
Inspiring
heal.
Champs and just swarm the Lord. Just get
Yeah,
those
yeah,
Inspiring
yeah.
Champs on, and they'll be healing from Festus. It'll be great. Call it
Yeah,
dinner.
if Festus
you know?
dies, that'll change the momentum immediately.
Oh, for sure. It'll change the momentum hugely. And like honestly, not having Festus in this front line, Festus is routing. So this is a huge
Ooh.
deal. Like
Yeah, that's big.
yeah, if Festus can get out of this situation and restabilize, I think there's some chances here because there were some really like interesting engagements taken early on by the Nurgle player, right? But
Let's check how many kills the Sorcerer Slanesh is at, because that is the Mortis Engine effect, is the kills. Right now it's very low.
yeah, it's
So it's
6.
only on 7 to 15. If they get some more kills, they'll start killing faster. But it may, right now, may be killing too slowly to outpace the damage it's taking. It may need Festus's heals to. be able to
Is
win.
a double Mortis illegal, Umbrella? Yeah, I guess there would be a double Mortis, correct?
Well, what if he's never used the Mortis on Festus technically yet?
He hasn't used the Mortis.
He's
Not only has he
he's
technically
only-
not
he's
used.
only been on healing.
Not only is so I say, I mean, it's obviously Umbrella's tournament, so they'll do it as they see fit, really. But
Yeah.
if the Wars of Chaos player ends up losing, right, then I guess there's no harm, no foul. But I mean, you just keep that
It
result
looks
as
like
the
he's.
Nurgle player.
It looks like Chaos is might be
Chaos is
pulling it through,
probably
though.
winning just because of.
Festus isn't like routing anywhere. He's just staying there, and he's out healing all the damage that's being taken.
Look at
to
him. Well, no, and he's just surrounded by spawn, just getting slapped, and he's just like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Let me just stumble away from it, drunken fist
these-
style.
These Chosen of Corn are
Ooh.
starting to do some work.
Okay, I mean, like he has a little pocket here, but like honestly, if he gets a big fleshy abundance, I could see this turning slightly in Nurgle's favor. But the fact
I
that
don't think it'll be like slightly in his favor for a few seconds before the Mortis really changes things, because Festus is going to come back now.
yeah, or if he can kill the Chaos Sorcerer, right? Like with the Nurgle
He
one.
still is on only healing. I'm gonna watch Festus to see if he ever switches to damage.
just like all just like. I mean, can you even switch when he's? Well, I guess he's active now. He's not routing anymore.
You could always switch, yeah.
Hmm.
If he stays on healing the whole time, though, technically no double Mortis.
Yeah, I think the Nurgle players definitely lost this, so therefore there's probably going to be a rules debate here.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we'll see
Yeah,
how
what they
Umbrella you
decide.
want to handle that, but there is a termination of the rules side blue. Unfortunately.
It's starting to end now, though.
Yeah,
it's
it's wrapping up. The Chad Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle is fighting it out, but it's a little too late. Too little, too late. It's a lot of healthy stuff for the Warriors there. But I mean, they almost got a really good pick with Festus, right? Like, I mean, if they could have gotten Festus down, it almost would have been better to not let those spawn hit him and to just let this Chaos Sorcerer Lord chase him around, right? And just like get more attacks.
Yeah,
and just
they
kill
may
him.
have been blocking him from hitting him.
Yeah,
Possible.
because
Yeah.
sometimes that happens. And if you have like a beater, like I mean, this guy's a Chad. This guy hits with like 360, and Festus has 30 armor, so it really doesn't matter that he has no AP. Like Festus is going to be taking a lot of that damage, especially if you throw in the mace. You're beating Festus's ass. So I'd say there's actually a good opportunity to snipe him. I'm not saying he would have won the battle, but I'm saying Festus might have died and it might have turned something.
Yeah, it definitely would have helped significantly had he sniped Festus.
Yeah. Hey, and Festus didn't use his Mortis the entire time.
Yep.
He didn't double.
Here comes army losses.
Yeah. GG. That was a well fought fight though.
Yeah, well
I'm gonna even
fought.
save that.
Didn't have much of a chance on build.
Nurg versus Pierce. Oh. All right. Well, I think there might be a replay here, so let's see. What are we doing?
See what they decide. Where are they discussing this?
I'm not sure if I don't know if Umbrella wants to enforce it or not. It's up to him, really. It's his tournament. Okay, so he's leaving it up to the opponent. So if Fat Kid wants a
There we
replay,
go.
we will be casting that replay as well. If Fat Kid is fine with the result, we'll be moving on to what will probably be another semifinal and then the finals.
Is there a prize to this tournament?
I don't think. I think it's just for shits and gigs. Let's find out.
Okay, then hopefully there won't be a replay if it's for shits and gigs.
Yeah, I think we can all be good sport about it. But I mean, it's also a very short tournament, to be fair. So I wouldn't like mind, if this happened multiple times. Obviously, I'd be a little annoyed. But it's really a for fun tournament anyway. So if they want to play another game, then everyone's cool with it. I wouldn't mind that either.
Okay, let's go to Ever Chicken.
Ever Chicken and Sabris. Okay, excellent. So yeah, we'll kind of leave the analysis off that one for now, since we don't know if it's a technically illegal game or not. All right, Sabris.
And there's no replay.
Nope, and there's no replay. Fat Kid's a good sport. GG's, guys. That was a good one.
Where is the code for?
Okay, yep, he sent it.
There we go. Brilliant.
Oh.
Oops.
For some reason.
If you paste the code, make sure you delete the space at the end. Sometimes that can be a problem.
Could be true. Oh no, there wasn't a space, but I'll repaste it anyways because it didn't seem to work.
All right, well I'm there. Code worked for me.
Okay, I am getting there. Bam. Because it allows me to see the lobby and then I have to hit the spectate button, which for some reason I thought was like, oh, let me get the blocker up quicker, man. It's my thing. All right.
Dwarves and Dark Elves.
Santa Claus with a K is up. Oh, and they're just ready to go.
This is a fun matchup.
Right.
It's normally traditionally in Warhammer 2 been a very Dark Elf favored matchup, but there's been There have been many times where dwarves have turned the tables. There have been many dwarf players with many different techs
It's
versus dark elves.
Yep,
It's
exactly. Okay, so we can take
dwarf
off.
players have generally been more experienced in the matchup than dark elf players.
Well, yeah,
It
because
got
dwarf
to a
players
point where
only
people
play
were just
dwarves.
taking.
It's like,
Yeah, dwarf players only play dwarves, so they get a lot of experience. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll take a look. I don't know. Do you want to look at the dwarves or the dark elves?
you do the dwarves this time because I did dwarves last time. That's what
Okay.
my theory is. It's current year. It's fine, buddy. It's we're all human, and like I don't want to like perpetuate that like stigma that like land battles have to be all like horrible because of rule
It's not
breaks and
even like
stuff.
you cheesed.
Yeah, you didn't
It's,
cheese.
you didn't even use the other mortis. It's just you're fighting Nurgle. I mean, army you brought makes
Yeah.
sense.
All right. Do you want to check out the dwarfs while they're still in deployment?
Yeah, sure. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blasting charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rangers, 3 slayers, 2 bolt throwers, and the same hero core we saw versus the ogres. So blasting charges
Yep.
are great versus bleak swords and corsairs and all that. Dark elf infantry really do not like them. Rangers will help counterfire dark shards, specifically the unshielded variants, and they'll outrange. Well, they'll outrange all the variants, but they'll kill kill them faster. Bolt throwers are just in case of chariots,
Yep.
and then the
Yep.
slayers help versus dark riders, protect the backline, and everything. And then the hero core is for end game
Yep.
versus the dark elf hero core.
The legendary hero
It's
core, man.
it's a fairly normal-ish, somewhat standard dwarf build, and it looks like the dark elf build is fairly standard. Like, if this was Warhammer 2, I could see this as being Warhammer 2, honestly, based on these
Right.
builds.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, this brings back memories, you could say.
Yeah.
And yeah, honestly, like, so here's the funny thing about this build. Anyways, let's go over it first. We got the Lokir, which I don't mind this pick, but it also is he's alone, so it's just him. Dreaded Duelists and Helm of the Kraken, so lovely regeneration. We got the 4 Harpies, one being the Crows, which I don't know what their specialty is. Crow Feast. Oh, they regen. Nice. In melee. We got the Bolt Fiends. Excellent. Then we have 4 other Dark Shards. And we have Black Art Corsairs, 2 on each flanks. A core of Bleak Swords for the infantry. And then a Shadowcaster, or nope, a Beastcaster with the good old Transformation of Canaan and the Curse of Anrahir. I don't see the Curse of Anrahir being brought that often these days, to be honest with you. But it's pretty good. I mean, shit. The speed is nice, but it's like, I guess you'd only be using it for what?
I do like the Curse of Ander here in Rust matchups, but I don't know if I would bring it like here as much. Like, you're gonna
Yeah.
rely in your dark shards a lot for your damage output. I don't know how much the melee attack melee defense difference really gonna affect swords versus blasting charges.
Right.
Like I like to bringing it like if you're playing Beastmen and you don't really need the AOE's, Curse of Anra here can help these like monstrous infantry or cav fights and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not maybe it's for the harpies on the rangers or corralers or something.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how he's gonna use it, what type of engagements he'll find for it, because it is a decent spell overall. But I'm surprised he'd bring it over some of the other spell choices you could bring.
Yeah, like, like I honestly like the Pan's impenetrable pelt, also impronounceable pelt apparently. Uh just because it gives you like that physical resist, and like dwarfs don't really do magic damage, right? So I mean, besides like
Yeah.
Gotrek, and some
Oh,
of their lords, I suppose, but like they really don't in their infantry, so you can actually like buff up like your units considerably. So he's running out with the dark shards way ahead. I mean,
yeah,
he
he's
doesn't.
gonna try and shoot down the blasting charges
Yeah,
here,
so
but he'll still be in range of the rangers at the same time. So I'm interested how he's gonna try and manage this. Maybe he's just gonna try and route off some of the blasting charges
and take that as a
and
trade.
then
Like,
retreat.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd focus, right? If you were trying to do that, I'd bring all 4 to one side and just murder one, and then run
Well,
away,
if you
right?
bring all 4 to one side, then they may take more, because they'll probably get clumped and take more damage from the rangers in return.
Fair,
But at the
fair.
same time, the dwarves would have to mess with their formation to
We're
do
seeing a
that.
flank of harpies and black corsairs over here, away from the rock. They're a little
I
isolated,
think
but I mean, dwarves are slow enough to where like I don't think you have to worry too much.
I'm wondering if this could have worked better if he only used the bolt fiends, because the bolt fiends have that extra range. He may have been
Hmm.
able to stay out of range of the rangers and get that, and maybe
Right.
he could have timed it with some of the with a flank so that the rangers would have to go protect the flank while he pushes on one side, because he
True.
tried to shoot all of them at once. I think he could have just poked at one side and forced dwarves to react
That's
rather
well,
than
that's what I'm saying. Like maybe not bring all four, but like he did have a three on like a potential 3-on-1 on one side, right? Where you could have
yeah.
just focused with the bolt
Uh,
fiends and
Now he's getting impatient and sending
yeah.
sending his front line straight into the blasting charges.
Yep. This is. Whoa.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
that's
God, I went through
disgusting.
the.
Yeah, he did not want to do that.
I got so excited
He
that I just went through the
I don't
world.
think he knew what to do. I think he just
Yeah, that
was
was
like, well, I'm
rough,
gonna have
buddy.
to advance at one point, and then he's like, I guess I
Yeah,
have no choice but to run into the blasting charges. But
I mean,
he got these corsairs and harpies in the back line. Send some harpies on the blasting
well,
charges
that's what
to
I'm saying.
try
Just
and disrupt them.
exactly go like what he's doing with the harpies right now. You could have done two the blasting charges, stop them
Yep.
from firing, and then you charge in, and you're technically flanking, so it's easier to break them off that way too. Now your harpies,
Yeah.
no matter what you do here, are gonna take damage, but like at least that way they're productively like doing something. Because right now they're gonna beat up these rangers, but it's gonna be only a matter of time before they get like collapsed on by something else.
He is
Especially
getting
if he
some
brings
good
the
engagement.
miners back.
The Black Car Corsairs have done a
Oh,
nice.
oh. So some parts of the dwarf army are overextending, um, and they're
One of the
leaving.
dark bleak swords did not get killed by blasting charges.
Yeah. So there's pockets of like advantage here for the dark elves, but overall, I'd say the
Yeah.
dwarves are in a very commanding position, right?
It could be turning around though, because these Black Car Corsairs are really gonna butter these Slayers' bread.
Well,
And they're
exactly.
gonna take
Like,
down these bolt throwers, and then all the range is now gonna be shut down.
yeah.
I think these dark shards are gonna take, and
The
one
bleak swords are
remaining
coming
bleak
back.
sword will kill the
Yeah.
remaining miners, and then these routed ones will come back, and then it will literally just be the dwarf hero core. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be, can the dwarf hero core kill the dark elves?
Yeah. And well, yeah. Can Lokir take on like the hero squad essentially?
So
Um.
that maybe we were thinking about the blasting charges, the slight inaccuracy of maybe being able to not take the blasting charges the wrong way, because like maybe he could have been able to do that slightly better, but at the same time, now there's no more blasting
Yeah.
charges to deal with these black
Well,
arc
yeah,
arcs
exactly.
there.
And I would say like so right after the blasting charge play, right? Like he pursued all these like like avenues into the Dark Elves forces and just let these
Yep.
miners just get picked off one by one, which is a huge blow because like you could have just kept those miners safe and tried to fight off the rest of the harpies. And combined, right? Rangers don't have like, great stats, but they don't have the worst. They'll survive for a while because they have dwarf leadership.
Oh, Lokir might be in some big doo doo though.
Ooh,
The the,
hello
the
there,
problem
lad.
for the problem for the oh wait, are these slayers might get these dark shards. So I was gonna say the problem for the dwarves here is that dark elves aren't the ogres, they have armor piercing missiles to kill the hero core, but if these slayers kill the missiles, then maybe the hero core could possibly survive.
Yeah.
Cause this could be a repeat of the ogre matchup where the dwarf army is completely shattered and destroyed, but the
Yeah.
hero core
I
carries
see
it.
I see so
I
many harpies on the field though, dude. Like I just don't I
I'd
think
say the dwarf army. I think it was a little too thin to protect
yeah,
against harpies and backline harass. Like
for
the hero
sure.
core took so many funds out of his build. Like
Exactly.
it's a very normally when you see blasting charge style builds, they're very wide, focus on a lot of missiles and support from other parts of the army, and not a hero
For
core that
sure.
takes funds away from protecting them.
And like Umbrella pointed out, like if these dark shards survive, that's like a definite like huge late game boon to try to take down this squad, right? Because
Yep.
they're armor piercing, so you can actually just focus down like Felix real quick or Thoric real quick. Probably Felix because of the healing. But this is looking like the Dark Elves are a lot more able to deal with this hero squad than ogres. You know.
Yeah, for sure. They
And
got to make sure they get some good firing positions because
even
these trees can block some
and
shots.
I'd say like there's so many trades that the Dark Elves came out on top in the mid game that like harpies are not like the worst thing because they're infantry sized, right? So like Gotrek isn't getting his bonus off on them. They have
Yep.
40. They have 44 weapon strength. So like 44 is like a significant amount, like for like just a bunch of infantry units like swarming around something, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
It is significant.
so it's like you can like really kind of like swarm them, let them deal some damage, run out through a new harpy unit in, and you're getting like 44 consistently on there. That stacks up quick. That being said, Lokier got beat up pretty good when he went 3v1 there, you know. That was a definite like mistake, or he just
Yeah.
got caught out. His speed is 46. How fast is Gotrek? 40. 40? 42. So he can outrun Gotrek. I mean, he might have gotten like a rune of what did he get
It
here?
looks like he's attempting to heal up by killing some Slayers. It's unfortunate for Lokier that his heal is only 0.1 when most other single entity, like major single entities, have like a 0.2 healing, which
Yeah.
means they can go to their heal cap. But
Oh,
for
and
Lokier, it's going to take him quite a while.
Umbrella's screeching, "Get out of the trees!" Because apparently, like, tree camping at a juncture like this would be a violation of, you know,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
just
it
camp.
definitely would. I think he's been in the trees because he was attacked by the infantry units. Like he keeps
Yeah. No,
sending
this I
things
think right
in
now
while
is
he's in the
valid,
trees.
and he's chasing like the sorceress, but he is in like the highway to the danger
Yeah.
zone. You know.
If I was the Dark Elves, I wouldn't give him any reason to stay in the trees. Like I'd pull everything out and make sure he doesn't have an excuse for
Oh,
fighting in the
Umbrella,
trees.
you can camp in the trees in this situation. Is that? Or did I get it wrong? Or is it...
Well, I thought you'd be able to since the Slayers are still attacking.
Yeah, exactly right. They're still actively in combat. Um,
He kind of
which
chased something into the
there's
trees.
some
I don't
harpies
know.
over here that are hanging out. They're like it.
He like found himself in the trees when he found combat.
Exactly.
I still wouldn't send anything towards him though. I'd get these dark shards out of where they are.
Yeah, force him to come to you. I would say.
Yeah, because right now they're in the trees. You're
Yeah. Oh,
starting
and
to
you're
shoot them
so
in the trees.
close. This is not it. Yeah, these
No, yeah,
guys need
back
to
up.
go away.
The hero core might just win this now.
Yeah, I mean, if more ammo gets wasted like this, it could be like very detrimental here. Because Lokier at this point, actually, depending on how long this goes, Lokier could get a significant amount of HP back, right? Like,
He has to be in melee to gain HP.
oh, the fool. Maybe he goes over and fights those Slayers. Maybe he should have gone over and fight those Slayers.
Yeah, he stopped chasing them.
Yeah. Okay, so his healing stopped, and now there's basically
Okay,
no capacity.
don't send in the Corsairs and don't send them in. Don't send them in. He's
Well,
sending them in.
I mean,
He-
again, the harpies will deal some damage, but it's like you can just shoot because he can't stay in these trees like this. Oh no, he has, he has one Slayer left.
Maybe Everchicken's idea is if I keep attacking him in the trees, he'll get disqualified for forest camping.
Right, but that's not how it works. Yeah, throw territory. No, literally, right? I think the Dark Elves totally had this because they could have totally forced him out of the trees. They also need to finish off this dumb one Slayer in the back. Oh,
It's still alive.
yeah, it's still alive.
He's like, wait, what about my death?
Got some really
I
weird bug
deserved
stuff.
it.
I think that visual bug was just because of debug cam. I'm probably gonna go to regular cam for casts in the future, just because like I'm uncontrollable. I'll just like zoom through the floor and fly up into the sky sometimes. So yeah, like as long as he keeps feeding these guys to the
Oh, there it is.
that was just the give, huh? Okay, I think he should have played it out a little bit longer, but I see why he
did have
would.
some ammo left. But yeah, I can't really blame him there.
No, I can't blame him, but just out of pure stubbornness and the will to fight, I think, because like here's the deal: is like you need to kill Gojek, but like you can rout off Felix and or kill him, but like Thoric is basically not going down essentially.
Yeah. Oh, the Corsairs did good. Everything else was like, eh.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Dwarfs anything too good?
Dark
Just
shards.
blasting charges. No, they just paid for themselves really.
Yeah. Look at that one harpy with 600 and 130 kills. It's kind of on dwarfs. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, all the values on the heroes.
Yep. Yep. Oh, for the dwarfs, yeah. Um,
All right, let's see. Is there any talk of rule breaks or whatnot? Let's go in the chat there. Nothing.
I don't think so. I
Okay,
think it's fine.
I guess we're good.
We're quality. We're all right here. All right.
Check to see
Yeah.
if it's current
That
year
was a
can
pitched
take
fight
it
though.
then.
GG. GG.
GG's.
All right, so I guess the finals are the only ones that are best of 3, right? So, um, let's see if so it's Sabris. No, we just did Sabris and Ever Chicken, right? That was just what we witnessed.
Yeah.
So it is now going to be current year versus the dwarf boy, Sabri, the dwarfy lad.
Can XMT take the title?
Can they? Can they climb the mountain of glory into the halls of Valhalla?
It's been quite a while since we've seen an XMT tourney win.
Right. It's dragging themselves out of the graveyard. I'm just like,
We'll do it. I have faith in its current year.
yeah, you have a little, yeah, you have a little, you have a dog or a horse in this race, man. I'm just
I
here
do
for
have
the
a horse
blood. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um,
Find
let's
us with
see.
the code.
Yeah, did they give us thou code? Thou
Not
codeth?
yet.
Is it Cotus with some
I think they're
Motus?
doing their picks and then they're gonna make the lobby.
Excellent. Here, let me, while we're doing this, uh, let me, is the music fine, or how low is the music for everybody? Give me a feel of that, because I feel like it's low. If it's low, I can turn it up a little bit if people would prefer that. If you don't mind me and Taco blabbering on with no background music, then, and that's our voices are just pure music to your ears, then, just
I think anyone who says the music's too low is they're just saying it's too low, but they want to hear us more.
right. Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
tell you to turn us up and turn the music down lower.
Yeah. No, for real. As soon as we do it, they're just like one guy is like, yeah. Yeah. I can hear you. You're just like, God damn it.
Started.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna turn up the I'm gonna turn up the options as real smidge, you know? I'm gonna master volume this bitch a little bit. There we go.
Like we
How
got the
about to
code
like
now
a
too.
28, an even 28. Or maybe like 26.
Oh, it's the same lobby.
Oh
I
shit.
didn't even leave. You should have come back.
Oh shit. I guess I have to join the code again. But I can't. I mean, I guess I could, but oh no,
Join through Steam.
I'm gonna be
Click
joining as a
me in.
player. I guarantee. Yeah, they kicked me.
Oh right.
Okay, so we have to go to. We have to join. Okay, great. And then we just have to go like that. There we go. I know I should have canceled and just clicked on it. Oh yeah, I need to do the screen block. Okay.
I don't think any of them have any armies yet.
Yeah, I beat them this time. First time.
Okay. They're still doing their picks right now too, I think.
Excellent. Yeah, man. Yeah, Legio's been on a roll though. Let's see if let's see
Well, they've
if
both been on a roll. They're in finals.
he who shall not be named does.
So we got the picks in chat. It's current year Dark Elf, Slanesh, Lizardmen, and then Sabrus with Dwarves, Tomb Kings, Corn. Ooh,
Hmm.
very hardcore. Those three. And
I
by those three, I
love
mean
all of
Corn is hardcore.
Corn's pretty
Lizardmen.
metal.
hardcore. Lizardman and Corn. That's the one matchup I want to see.
I want to see like, what is SL Slanesh?
Slanesh. I don't want to see Slanesh. We see Slanesh enough.
We do. So maybe no Slanesh. Maybe what's one that I don't see often? I mean, I guess what's a dark elf corn looking like, you know? Like what's that?
I think that may just be Dark Rider repeater crossbows kite
Right?
with Soul Stealer.
Well, I
Malekith.
mean,
Soul Stealer Malekith.
yeah, if we're thinking like just dark elves in general, I'm always thinking Soul Stealer, Malekith. But yeah, like honestly, I mean that's gonna be your best bet, right? Like you, because Valkia can't probably fight him alone in the skies. Um,
This is the best of 3. Oh wait, it's a best. Wait. So I read this wrong. It's Dark Elves versus Dwarves, Slanesh versus Tomb Kings, and then Lizardmen versus Corn. I read it all wrong. So
oh
the
shit! So
first
you
one
get
is
you get
Dark
you
Elves
get what you
versus
want,
Dwarves.
bro. You get what you want. You get the
Well, as
grand
long as
slam.
we go to game frame. So we're seeing a repeat of the last match.
Let's try to go to game 3, boys. Let's have a pitched competition here.
So we're having another Dark Elves versus Dwarves. We're gonna see how its current year does it. Looks like he's
Yeah.
brought 4 shades this time. Ooh,
All right. Yep.
I like that. And he's brought the crone.
He brought the crown. What a chad. What a memer. Um. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be fun.
I know its current year. Crone is, I think, his favorite lord in the game.
Yeah.
He spams Crone Elebron on ladder all the time. I'm
Excellent.
sure he's used to this matchup, so I'm interested to see how he does this and deals with that hero core, which has plagued so many people so far.
Triple
I
Scourge
think
Runner,
he
Dragon
brought
Delegate.
the same
Yes.
build. This is the same dwarf build, so we don't need to even talk about it.
Yep. So let's just analyze the. Yeah, Ligio, we already know what you're up to, man. You're an open
We
book,
talked about this
but a
last
strong
time.
one. You're strong, sturdy. You're the Book of Grudges. You're just open
Yes,
and
the
angry.
book of Grudges.
All right. So, here you do
There's
the
only
like,
one.
yeah, you do the army overview, and then I'll just like talk about maybe like the abilities and stuff. You just do the
Sure.
units.
So we got 4 shades, backline, nice staple in this matchup. A lot of players do like. Can be hard for the dwarves to deal
Yeah.
with.
Don't have bad melee stats either.
Corsairs, we saw how well they did last matchup. 3 of those, 2 bleak swords, and then 1, 2, 3 dark shards, including the bolt fiends once again, and then crows of Cain and harpies. We saw the crows of Cain last match, and then we got
Yeah.
crone and the sorceress. It's a well, let's see. You'll do the magic and stuff, but overall, I think it's a rather strong build here. I think if he plays it right, avoid some of the blasting charges, kites well with his shades, everything it can be difficult for doors to respond, mostly because of how their current formation is. I don't think their rangers will be able to pivot very
For
well if he
sure.
keeps his current deployment. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, if he's very maneuverable with those shades, right? Like he can be a real pain in the ass. And like additionally, like our Corsairs are going to put in work in this matchup if they don't get shredded. And Dark Shards are good for like, picking off certain stuff. So we'll see what he goes for, Like we'll see how his approach differs from the other Dark Arc player. We got Crone with her Witch Brew, excellent. Heroic Killing Blow and a Gaze of Cain. Some rampage action there, baby. And we got a Death Magic caster who is on foot, weirdly. And Spirit Leech and Doom and Darkness. There you go.
Oh, he expected the hero core. The Spirit Leech is literally
Yeah,
just to
for
help
the hero
snipe
core.
Felix and Gotrek.
And I would start like going after what is it?
Felix.
Felix immediately when you get the chance
Yeah.
for that. So okay, so we're seeing the dark shards fire in. That is a lot of ranger fire coming in, but these guys do have shields, silver shields. So we're
Yep,
getting
and he's gonna get some support from the shades real soon.
no
So that'll help turn this trade quick.
for real.
Dark Elves have more range than the dwarves here, so
No,
they can
genuinely.
afford to take a few bad trades with the rangers.
No, honestly, and that's another thing that's like interesting about like ranged, duels is that if you know you have more to expend, there's like more matchups and like trades you're willing to go balls deep in. But he's just straight
Oh.
up just destroying right now. Yeah.
Missed blasting charges here against the Corsairs. He targeted the shades, and then the
Oh.
Corsairs intercepted.
That was
On the other
glorious. I
side,
missed
they
that.
just targeted the blasting charges.
Yep. And so Shade's taking some damage from range. Harpy's going
excellent play
in
in the middle. He's fallen black with the dark shards again, and he
again.
looks like he's gonna try to intercept with the
No,
Corsairs
no, these
once
guys need to
more.
shoot. Oh, they're not shooting. This guy, one of them might get it off.
Willie. Oh, and the blasting charges broke on this left side, which means these Corsairs are gonna get into the
Yeah,
Rangers.
yeah.
This one
This is
unit of blasting
disastrous for
charges
the
might get
dwarves at
in.
the moment.
Yeah,
Two shades are chilling, and they're the dark elves are still winning. These shades are doing
Oh.
nothing.
yeah, these shades are getting away. He's able to scare off the Slayers with the Corsairs. He
Yeah.
is in position for these blasting
He
charges finally.
absolutely
Oh, he
outmaneuvered.
turns them away. He decides not to launch the blasting charges.
Oh, he gets a good clean off the bleak
He's gonna
swords.
try and get the dark shards.
So like the bleak swords are just getting
yeah, there we go.
shredded, but like that was one good
gonna save it.
blast, and the other
Honestly,
one that has
these-
full ammo is getting destroyed by dark shards.
These bleak swords still might beat those blasting charges in melee.
With the
even at
support of the
20% health.
shades, especially.
Oh well, maybe not after that spell, but
I mean, look at the shades melt these guys. Ooh, but that was a Rune of Wrath and Doom on the bleak sword.
yeah, that'll switch that up. Oh, is he gonna get the blasting charges on the dark shards? He is.
He is. Ooh, juicy. So
Right
those might
before they
ride
ran.
off. But like honestly,
Oh, but this isn't looking good.
so Harpies into Rangers, but the Harpies are kind of low HP to be honest. I think they will ride even if they do some okay damage to those Rangers.
Yep.
Shades are kind of running around, but his current year is total domination of this left flank of his. He broke through the miners, outmaneuvered them completely, avoiding
See
their
the
charges.
Shades that were on the right flank.
It was quite beautiful. I mean, it was really just you have to be careful with your targeting with those
I'll
types
throw
of
it.
units, especially if you're throwing them around in the front line. But it's a real micro tax. I mean, it is because it's like if you don't stop yourself, its current year and other players like him will exploit it.
Yeah.
You know?
It looks like though he's going for a gambit with the Slayers. He's going to try and get on these shades. If he can shut down these shades, even one of these shades,
Where are the
he may be able
where's
to
the
take off
Slayers?
enough
Or is he
ammo
running these
to-
Slayers? Yep.
on the right flank. He's going to try and take off one of the shades. If he takes out one shade, he may be able to take away enough ammo to where his hero core could win. But I mean, I don't know. There's still two other shades, two other dark shards. The
Yeah.
two other shades are near max ammo.
I mean,
But,
if I'm being honest as the dwarf guy, like I would waddle. I mean, it's brutal right now because his current year positioned Crone like pretty well secure, like within range of the rest of his missiles, right? If
Yeah.
Crone was a little overextended, I would say that he probably should have kept the hero squad back here, and if she came through, then you could jump on her. Because honestly, I feel like beating her up and getting her off the field is the one way, not the one way, but like a very secure way for the dwarves to like crawl back, right?
It is also a risky because Crone Hellebron
He's a
with
menace.
Gazer's Cane, Witch Brew, and Heroic Killing Brew could probably get close to 1,000 weapon strength and just kill off Felix on
Yeah.
her own if she gets lucky.
Yeah.
Like generally speaking, the three heroes they'd probably be able to body block and protect Felix, but there's always now and then like Crone is very
Yeah.
slippery and
And
small. She may get
there's a-
enough
there's-
lucky attack to break off Felix.
Exactly, and there's variance in this game, right? Like he might get stun locked and he might not want to move, and she'll just keep hitting him. You know, like it's just
Yeah.
like there's stuff like that happens in that game, and like kind of like almost on purpose. I mean, it's like to a degree there is a lot of randomization. Like there's a lot of percent chances that are going on in Warhammer that are kind of overlooked.
A lot of it's controlled, but
Yeah.
not
No, it's
always.
very controlled, but it is. I mean, it's like armor's percent chance, even hitting and
Yep.
attacking is percent chance. So it's like you're throwing around like technically a lot of dice, a lot of controlled dice, but dice.
Yep.
And sometimes it can just go awry. So I definitely understand the hesitation there. But like also as the dwarf, what are you looking for as your
What else are
victory?
you gonna do?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
what are you gonna? Because if you just let yourself get shot to death here, you're
Right now, his victory condition is Dark Elf player wastes too much ammo on things that he doesn't need to be shooting. That's
could be a thing. Well, just keep shooting my routing miners, please.
Well, it looks like there may not be much left for him to shoot at this point. Everything else is gone.
Yeah, It's
Harpies are gonna
looking
be
like
really helpful.
a dub
Oh,
key.
and now
The only
now
way
it
I
works.
see this going like horribly wrong for the Dark Elves is a early commitment by Crone and she dies.
Well, we may be seeing that. It looks
She's
she does
running.
have an attack order on Felix right now.
Will she run in?
We'll see
Yep.
how well she
Oh
does.
god. Okay, so we have the hero squad, and that's pretty much all that's left. She's not gonna run in though. Oh, look at that damage going on to Thoric though.
I would still have probably tried to snipe Felix
That's what I would
first, but
say,
he's a
'cause-
but Thoric is a bigger target, so he's
Yeah.
more ammo efficient.
Is he gonna use a heal on Thoric? I think he has one. Right
Yeah, I
now.
guess you kill Thoric first, and then snipe Felix with Spirit Leech.
Oh, I guess
Crone.
it's a passive ability, so he has to be in melee. So this actually is pretty bad for.
Yeah, he does have to be in melee.
Yeah, I'm stuck in way archaic days. Okay, Crone's engaging though. Crone's engaging. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if Thoric just dies
Yep.
to
Oh,
crazy
Felix
weapon
is
strength
taking damage.
Crone. Okay, Thoric's definitely gonna go down via
Yep.
Dark Shards.
There
Now
he
it's
goes.
so that's GG. I would say. I mean, like
Yeah, that's GG. Army losses. Felix is gonna route.
Felix
just on
gonna
his own.
route.
Oh,
Go-
Doom and Darkness too. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah,
Didn't
no,
need
the
to
Doom
upgrade
Darkness
it
was a
since
good
the
play.
other units are-
I think that HQ pick by its current year was like a direct counter, and like he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Like there's a direct
He
counter. To that
he
year's
saw
play.
the last match on stream. He's like, I'm bringing Doom and Darkness and Spirit
Spirit
Leech."
Leech, and I'm going to fucking run away from these bastards. Yeah. No, I mean that was an excellent pick, right? It's
Yeah.
like God, but do you see how scary that is? Do you see how low Crone is already?
She might die to Felix. Or
See,
to
I'm
Gotrek
telling
right
you,
now.
like,
Oh, she's gone.
oh, is she
Goodbye.
dead? Did this
Don't-
fucker
don't-
kill her?
Don't mess with Gotrek.
Jesus Christ! See, I'm telling
You
you,
gonna get
like,
another attack?
I'm telling you.
She's
Oh
gone.
my God!
Come on, Gotrek.
Come
She's
on,
at
go!
70
Oh, he got
HP.
the.
Oh,
Oh,
darn, he's dead.
yeah, he's dead. What a Chad though. See, I'm telling you, like, she runs it a little too early. That's all it takes. I would have, if I would have tried to see the writing on the wall, especially after those early engagements, cued in with the fact that like, those miners just got mulched. They just got mulched by the shade play and the counter charging Blackheart Carceros. That was really good by his current year, and Legio just didn't react in time to that one. And then I think with the hero squad, you pay, like you're saying, you're paying so much money for it, you gotta end up using him, like, and especially in that situation where it's like, oh, make it or break it. I say you throw him in there while you still have units to distract some of the ranged of Dark Elves.
Yeah, it still wouldn't have been easy. I think
No.
its current year brought like a very strong
And
build.
he would have probably
countered what he saw.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. And he would have straggled them along if he was paying attention, right? Like he would have ran away with Crone, would have spirit leeched the crap out of Felix as they approached, and just ran away. If
I still
you know.
wish we saw some executioners. It's been a while since I've seen them, and that dwarf army may not have been able to deal with them very well without much AP. We'll have to see them eventually, one day.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Next is Slanesh Tomb Kings.
oh yeah. So you have black. I think this is black. So this is black, and this is its current year. So let me get the thingy up. Bam.
This is
Um,
black.
Yeah, not Black Phillip. Black. BLAQUE.
Oh, you mean in chat, not in game?
I think is it in game or not? Is that
No, it's not in
black?
game. No, look, no. Black is black in Discord.
Oh yeah, he is black.
And-
Okay, he got beat by every second. I'm sorry. Legio, Legio, you're your own dude.
Yeah, he's like, oh hell no, playing Dawi.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I don't, never
His
put it
prof-
past
he's-
someone to be
he's
a
an
Dawi
Emmerich man.
main.
He's an Emmerich man. A high elf player can't be a Dawi player. He has to
I
go
feel so
shower
good.
now.
I'm glad I just tainted you with that statement.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I know black. That's not black.
No,
Unless
I
he's-
don't know.
he's-
I don't know why.
he's
Well, it
doing
was just the way he said
crazy.
it. He was like, like, I do love the Tobias reference though, Black. That shit's hilarious. So I don't know if you know the legend of Tobias Fate, Taco. Do you know the legend? The
I
tale?
feel like I've heard of Tobias Fate, but I don't think I know the tale.
So it's just he was just like a He's like a pretty big what is it, League of Legends streamer or
League
whatever.
of Legends.
And I think he dips his toes in like Warhammer for a little bit. Like I think he just likes it as like a side thing. Oh shit. And he'll come on stream, but like he'll stream on Twitch and he'll just be like very like a dwarf player. Like he only plays dwarves. He'll play on ladder exclusively, bring like a billion gyrocopters if need be. You know, like that type of player, right? So it's like, you know, I'm not like degrading him or anything, but he just plays in such like a kind of arrogant, like dwarfy way that like everyone loves trolling him. So like everyone will go into his like just stream snipe him and just like beat him up with some like evil like vampire counts build. And like the game previous, he's like, I think this matchup is totally lopsided. Dwarves beat vampire counts every time. And then like I
Then he
don't know
gets
who walked in. I think it was
absolutely
Black or someone, and they just like obliterated him with like the Red Duke and like just summoning shit all over his back lines and like
effed.
there's and he had like Vargeists and was just stunting on him. I was like, oh god, Jesus Christ.
Dude, Vargeists are great there. Don't disrespect the Vargeists.
Hey, I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying. You know what was upsetting me is no one was bringing Karen Wraiths against this guy, and he wouldn't have known what to do against Karen Wraiths, man. I would have been like, please. Okay, so what do you want? Do you want
Oh, they
Slanesh?
forgot to change the map.
Yeah, go ahead and you do Tomb King since you were hating on Slanesh earlier.
Okay, are they gonna change anything because they haven't because the wrong map or it doesn't matter.
You know what? I don't care at this point. We're doing it.
Well, we see a melee rush, something very foreign to Tomb Kings
Right.
in Warhammer 2 for the most part, except in a few matchups, like maybe versus Empire. But with the change to Ultra and the healing percentages with Realm of Souls and everything, it's been
Yeah.
more popular. And Ushapti just seemed to be so much better. I don't know what it is, but we got a bunch
No,
of Nehekara warriors,
I
which did
definitely
get an
do.
anti-infantry buff, and the very strong Kepler Guard. 4 Ushapti, 1, 2, 3, 4 Nehekara horsemen, 2 horse, normal horsemen, Nehekara, and then normal, then a spear, and Katep, who has, where'd he go?
He
To
teleported.
do just the 2 cheap spells and his Lich Staff. Oh, he has a My Will Be Done as well.
No, nice. Yeah, it is a very chunky, run at your face Tomb King build, which is very un-Tomb King. But to be fair, when
Yeah.
you're playing against Slanesh, you have to do some wacky stuff. So we're gonna see a
May
classic
work.
Azazel here. Temptator with his little, I guess, defense ability. And then he has the Demon Blade, which I love because it just stacks with leadership and debuff, right? It's just gross.
Yeah.
And then he only has Lash. Oh, no, he has Pavane. So Lash and Pavane. Lash is pretty good. Pavane's good because it rampages stuff and it's a direct damage. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he has the rest of the Azazel stuff. I think that's, yeah, like full item kit and then, like, only 2 spells. He has 1, 2, 3 regular Devoted Marauders of Slanesh. 4 of the... oh, no. 2 of the Marauders and then 2 of the Chosen with the Hell Scourges. 2 Marauder Horsemen's, or 4 of them with Javelins. 2 Chaos Furies. And 1, count it, 1 of the Hellstriders. With
Now,
the
I'm
bonus
very
versus
interested
dodge.
to see how these chosen Hell Scourges do versus the
Dude.
Ushapti combo here.
You know what was crazy? I was watching a Dov video the other day. And in Dov's little video, just Chaos Warriors of Slanesh with Hell Scourges actually beat up Norskin like Berserkers like
Yeah,
really well. Like it was crazy. Like it was actually like I was like, what
I
am I?
could believe that.
Yeah, because of just like all their like high armor and defense and stuff. And you're
High
just like, wow.
armor versus like a very low armor,
Yeah,
high
so-
melee attack.
Let's keep a tab on these Chosen, see how they do against the Ushabti combo. The flanks are definitely going to get overridden though with the Ushabtis for certain.
I'm surprised he's not pushing off this mobility on the oh, okay, now he is. I spoke too soon, I guess.
Right. Okay,
Let's see how he
so
deals.
Hellstriders are trading up into those Skeleton Horsemen really well.
Now, I do
Ooh.
now. Even though I like rooting for my XMT boy, I kind of do want to see game 3. So I almost want the Tomb Kings to win. So this will be interesting.
Right, exactly.
The Chosen are doing. They're like
We have a-
trading evenly with Ushapti,
Yeah.
but like right now,
Let's see, Devoted
actually, I
Marauders.
think they're trading up.
Yeah,
But as this middle breaks and they start to get support, we'll see how things turn
yeah,
out.
one of them's gonna get flanked. One of them's gonna get hit with Kotep, right?
Kepler guard. One of the Kepler guards going to go to 1, I bet.
So we're seeing like some of the mobility get wrecked as well, like overwhelmed eventually. Even though these harpies, if they come down and flank, should actually be able to beat down those Nekahar horsemen after a while. Azazel's trapped up a little bit, but he's not taking too much damage in that scenario. He's gonna get away. We got some skeleton horsemen just, I don't know, trying to chase the marauders, and they're not getting them so far. 95 speed on those guys is going to be hard to catch, you know? Even with your juicy charge bonus.
Ooh, Kepler guard getting a rear charge on the Chosen.
And I think even though, like, these Hellstriders are dying, like, both mobility flanks
are struggling.
Like, struggling. Like, you know, like, he's chasing around this, like, marauder, but he's probably not going to catch it. I believe they do have Strider, yeah. So it's like he can run through that forest and be fine, and definitely get away.
Yeah, Slanesh definitely played this mobility game a little better. I think he definitely had the fewer tools here, but he's making do pretty well. Yeah. But it still may not be enough versus this heavy front line.
Because that front
I think he was expecting his Chosen to do better. Like they're doing all like fairly well, like because they're unsupported. They're up against armor piercing, anti-infantry. Kepler guard, and he doesn't really have many good ways to support him. You know what unit may have just won the battle for him? Yeah. If he brought Nakari, there are no missiles to shoot him, and he would just heal.
Ooh, look at the leadership bomb though. Look at Azazel, like he came in and like started wavering the two Nekahara, and even for a second the Ushabti, because I think he had his blade active.
Ooh.
It wavered for a little bit, so it looked like they were gonna break, and maybe they do. But I mean,
these Chosen are holding now, and if he is like, Azazel here killing these Ushabti models, he could turn this engagement around.
Yeah, this particular engagement could get like very sticky.
Oh, there's a summon though. If that's an Ushabti summon though,
that looks like that looks like the telltale signs. And at this point, I'd maybe run Azazel out, try to get a sneaky stab on Hierotab. Or the Hierophant.
Yeah, because like you definitely need to try to snipe him now. That's your only way in, because you need that. You need these
guys to break.
Units to start crumbling out.
And Azazel's great at breaking like late game stuff too. It doesn't matter really what it is, to be honest.
Yep.
So if he can get if he gets on Hierotab or Kotep right now, Hierotab.
You gotta start killing them mobility and saving ammo for the Kepler guard.
Yeah,
that's what you gotta do at this point.
Because I wouldn't say Azazel's known for like soloing stuff, like armies and stuff, but he can definitely
he's got good magic.
Yeah, and he has good, like very good debuffs. So if he gets this guy down, right, narcissism, ooh, pins him down, ooh, and stops the like aid of the infantry with his marauders and like Furies. Very well done. I think the Kotep's gonna waddle away though.
Yeah, I think these are Ushabti.
So you go back with Azazel, reposition, try to fly in on him again. But that's your really last hope at this point. Your front line got beat down so bad. Your mobility's there, and you actually bested all of the mobility that
I think he
Tomb
miscast. He meant to use Fascination on Kotep, but misclicked to skip the Nekahara warriors.
Oh shit, that's a huge misclick.
Yeah, that would have rampaged Kotep right in.
Oh yeah, and then there's a full unit of Kepler guard too, and those Kepler guard, as we've seen in many a video, have like the most brutally like unwavering leadership of all time.
Yeah,
like,
it's not looking good.
Even when they're down in the negatives, they don't take that much like crumbling damage. It's absurd. So Azazel's gonna be a little. There's a lot on his shoulders here.
Yep.
There's a lot of shit on his shoulders, and I'm not sure if he's up to the task. So, what is this? I guess this would go to game 3.
Probably, yeah. Like, I'd say maybe he'd have a chance if he brought, what's that spell? The big mirror, the thing that drops glass from the sky.
Yeah, if he brought that, oh my god, if he brought that, that would be the juiciest shards ever,
yeah.
Dude. Holy crap. Okay, he's diving in on Kotep. Can he get the last huzzah here? I don't think.
He's just playing for the Lord Snipe now.
So all the uses of the souls are gone too, so there's no more healing.
It's funny. He's still winning in value, but his army's dead completely. in terms
That
of
is
gold
pretty
damage
funny.
value.
Classic Slanesh. Look at him go. How much value does Azazel have? 1,500? Nice. You know, not paying for
Yeah, not
himself,
bad.
but pretty good. And maybe we can get one more juicy whip right in here. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, that would
What does
bump
that
him
rock?
up to. That
17.
bumped him up to
There we go.
18.
18.
1779.
Yeah, nice. There we go. Well, yep, Slanesh running out of gas. And this is why, like, they're a lot more balanced in land battle, you know? Like,
Yeah, much.
they don't have that like larger supply of units that can also like reoccur. So like
Yeah, you don't get that surge in the end game where you can keep spamming Hellstriders. Like you can manage the first wave of Hellstriders pretty easy. There's the 650, like a 650. I forget, man, they're that cheap. 650
right,
gold cav that keeps coming and coming. And once you get to the end game, you're exhausted in domination, and that's when mobility starts to really take over the
exactly.
game. But in land battle, you get blobs, and without good missiles, you can't really deal with blobs. They don't have great.
Yeah.
Slanesh lacks a lot of tools in land battle versus some of these factions.
Oh, for sure.
Although I think here versus this Tomb King Rush, Nakari, some of these big single entities, exalted Keeper Secrets or whatever, they would have been very hard to fight
Throwing down a
without
Pavane,
missiles.
but I don't think Kotep's in combat, so that won't rampage him, right?
Well, Rampage just is.
No,
As
there
long
he
as he's
goes.
taking damage.
There
If
he
he's
goes.
taking damage, he'll Rampage.
He actually overcasted something. I don't even know what he
And
overcasted.
then Rampage.
And then rampaged, yeah. Sigvald is really hard for TK to deal with as well. Siggy would be a good choice here,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
that would have been terrifying.
TK
Siggy's
versus
very good.
SO.
He would have killed everything there. He actually might have just won that game. Yeah.
Oh,
Chosen did respectable. 14
right.
and 11.
You know, as much as I was hating on these Hell Scourges for like the longest time because I thought they were just like kind of a weirdly
buffed them.
designed unit, right? Well, yeah, they
Well,
just
this is the
didn't
buff.
know what was going on with them. They're just like, yeah, we want them to be defense. No, we want them to be. Well, I don't know what we want them to hear. Like,
Oh, the Shopti are crazy. 11, 11, 13, 9.
look at that. Juice. Juicy juice. Azazel did well for himself, but I mean, and honestly, the Horsemen did very well for themselves as well. I mean, they didn't.
Yeah.
hate
He didn't bring a
themselves,
counter
but-
to Shopti.
No,
No Shopti
no.
counter.
I mean, there's one source of AP in this list, right? And that's Azazel. So I would say that you might want to consider putting a little more AP. Also, I think this man said earlier, or maybe after, P.S. I'll try to throw this one so we get the Lizardman versus Korn.
Did he really?
That's what he said. This actual bastard.
Oh, that madman. Oh, he did say that. Let's go. The legend.
This guy.
I did say I wanted
Dude,
to see
you're
that,
you're
so-
ranking up. One day you're gonna be just like Tobias, bro. Just a champ. Just a god. All right. Let's get some screen blocker time in here. All right. No
Lizardman
scummy,
versus
no scummy
Korn.
scum.
I don't know what is meta here in land battles really. Like
Yeah, I
Lizardmen
don't.
have
I couldn't
strong
tell you.
blobs and air, but
I mean,
Korn has strong air and strong individual units.
Yeah,
Uh,
like here's the weird thing about this matchup is that like they both have like units that can excel in the same way at each other, right? Like you have really scary like sticking in and like beating your face melee capabilities. But the issue is that like Lizardmen have a little more mix up, right? They have a little more like
yeah,
variety.
you can go full kite. You can go full kite or full blob or full medium average
Oh wow, this is
all
gonna be a
rounder
match.
army.
I like this.
Ooh,
I love this actually. So we're seeing a Slan of Light and
Interesting.
Scarbrand. What
there's a lot of backline pressure
there's a lot.
from Korn.
There isn't a lot of well, I guess you have your Regiment of Renown Blood Crushers. I will say there's not a lot of AP besides
But he didn't bring any blood crushers.
I think he did.
No, he brought the Regiment Renowned Exalted Bloodletters.
No, I think I got it opposite this, or I got it right. This the bloodletters. Oh yeah, let's see. So
Yeah, no,
what
like
do,
the only mobility is dogs and flesh
what do these
hounds.
things do?
I think the whole game
What-
is going to come down to how well these Colossadon hunters are microed. Do you want to start with Corn, by the way?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with corn. So we're seeing Scarbrand with. Oh, it doesn't look like a lot of his kit. We just have Rage embodied, so very bare bones Scarbrand, not completely bare, but he's the Rampage ability, very nice. We have, let's see, 2 Corn Hounds, 2 regular Hounds. We got a juicy Renowned Bloodletter with. So I guess their Hungering Blades is different from the Hellblades.
Oh, let me see.
Is that what they get? Or no, they. Yeah, that must be their difference besides the stats, obviously.
Oh, is it because it's only plus for more than 40 kills instead of 80?
Instead of 80, and then it has the bonuses, right? Or are the bonuses different? I'm not sure.
Maybe the melee attack's not there. Or not? I
right.
don't know. I'm not familiar enough with it.
I know, right? Like we're all like talking about it. I've never seen this before. Chaos Warriors of Corn, excellent, 4 of them, or yeah, 5 of them. And then he's just gonna line up the pressure. And so I mean, this is a pretty straightforward build, right? Like your aim is to like tie up a lot of the front lines and then crump with the backline pressure and find a opening for Scarbrand and these bloodletters to really start chopping away at those Temple Guard, because you're going to need those bloodletters alive to do work against all 3 of those Temple Guard, right? Like Scarbrand is not going to be able to do that work by himself.
Yep. I
So
think these Salamander hunting packs are gonna really want to try and shoot.
yeah,
those
go over the
infantry
Lizardman army.
and Scarbrand too. But so for Lizardman, we got 2 Source Spears, 3 Temple Guard, 1 ROR, then 3 Cohort Javs, and 3 Feral Cold Ones. Feral Cold Ones will trade very well versus normal Chaos Warhounds, but not the Flesh Hounds.
Right.
And then he's going to rely very heavily on the Colossadon to help in this mobility fight to kill these Flesh Hounds.
Yeah.
And kill Scarbrand in the end game. It's going to be very difficult to protect these Umbral Tide from the Furies and Scarbrand. There's not much mass. Like if you're going to have to keep these guys on top of Temple Guard the whole time.
I guess Scarbrand took a little bit of damage from the skink cohort there. Or is he
Yeah,
getting
you're gonna
shot
need
at
to-
by something else? Because it looks like
You're
he's
gonna need to
still-
use these skink cohort to help defend against the hounds too.
Yeah.
And you're gonna want to
Ooh, let's see. Okay, the hounds are going in. See how much damage this volley gets off. The skink cohort's taking a little bit of
other
damage.
flank too.
Colossadon's
There's
coming
a
in.
big
Okay.
fight. Oh, they're getting wrecked actually.
Yeah.
The Colossadons now.
Yeah.
Actually, this could just lose the game right now.
No,
for
honestly, like
Lizardman.
this is huge. Scarbrand coming in and just wrecking these guys is a
Oh,
problem.
he used Toad Rage, so he rampages them in, and now the Furies and Scarbrand
it's
are
like
gonna come in.
it's like when you see someone use the Globadiers and they just nuke their own unit with it, right? Like
Oh, but there is oh no. Wait, what? How are they? I thought they were terrorizing. Wait a
no,
minute.
they're getting buffs. They're getting buffs, so they're surviving a little more. The Umbral Tide's coming in, dealing some juicy damage though. I will say I do wish Scarbrand and some of the other like Corn Demons had fire
The
resist.
Colossadon hunters are getting away, and they only lost 2 models. So if they heal back up, they'll still have a good impact on this game.
Excellent.
The other flank, they were able to break off 1 Warhound. Will it go off the map? No. So that's still going to be a lot of pressure. The Source is going to have some trouble here.
Does he have healing of any kind? Actually, now that I'm looking at it.
Well, Corn doesn't, but he has a Slam Mage Priest. Oh, that's light.
Of light. So I don't think he has anything to do with these
it's Time Warp
yeah.
and Protection.
So it's a very buff-centered build. I like it. The Chaos Warriors are doing okay in the front line. Like honestly, I expect them to win. Wait, are they really beating Temple Guard? Something must have happened where Temple Guard got nuked by something. Oh, they probably got hit by the Hellforged.
By the Hellforged host. Yeah.
What a Chad unit, bro! I love that.
Yeah, and now it'll be Scarbrand's running from the few Colossadon hunters, and he's running
at this point, I think he can just mulch them, right? I mean, he can mulch. Like, the thing that Scarbrand, I think, had to fear in this matchup was the Temple Guard, like, blob. But now that the Temple Guards are, like, pretty compromised, I actually don't see the Lizardmen having much of a chance here. Like,
It'll be. They need to protect these
Yeah.
ranged assets, and I don't see a
Well,
way with all these hounds still alive.
so I see a Bastion of Hope. I do, because there's a full, like, not full health, but a pretty healthy Star Chamber Guardians and a Temple Guard engaging Chaos Warriors on kind of the right flank of the
Yeah.
Lizardmen.
The
So
Star Chamber Guardian are mulching the Hellforged hosts, which is
they
pretty cool.
are, and those Hellforges probably should have gotten out just so they can come back and fight another day, right? Like,
Yeah.
they definitely did not want to deal with double Star Chambers. So actually, these guys getting left for dead is another turning point, I would say. Scarbrand hunting down the Slan, obviously not good for the Slan. His little attack
Ooh.
missed.
Flesh Hounds on the Umbral Tide is bad too.
Yeah, the Umbral
Although he's
Tide
gonna
might
try
be
and save him with
compromised
the Colossadons.
with the and the Time Warp as well. So he's getting more
Yep. Hounds
speed.
are
Maybe he can
feasting
run
the
away.
backline. If the Flesh Hounds maybe, or the Feral Cold ones get a charge on these normal hounds, he may
Yeah,
be able to.
the normal hounds are probably going to wrap up those skink
Just so much
cohort,
going
and
on
they can
everywhere.
probably kill the feral cold ones too. Scarbrand getting targeted down by the Slan stuff. Man, Colossadons and the Slan are beating up Scarbrand. What is this? Why is the Slan beating his ass? Like,
That's because of the Colossadon hunters are crazy good anti-large.
that is true. They're menaces to society.
I don't think it's going to be enough, though. I think the Corn Warriors are starting to trade up for all the spears, and once these spears break,
Yeah, the spears breaking will be hard because he can basically like shove out or kind of space out these Temple Guard, right?
but he may have saved the Umbral Tide. These
Where's
hounds
the-
are all routing off, and he still has Feral Cold ones.
Oh,
His Feral
there's
Cold
there
ones
they
are
are,
still
yeah.
alive.
Oh wow.
And he got a nice banishment. As long as the banishment doesn't go into his own Temple Guard. Oh, like that. Oh no, that's so disgusting. Oh my gosh.
That
Just
is
20%.
disastrous.
It still might be
Mage
not
of
the
Light
Slan.
fucked it all up.
If
But he was
if
beating
the Slan,
Scarbrand's ass, dude. He was.
you gotta.
like-
I think Lizardman still has a good chance here. Like, look at the balance of power. Oh, as long as these Chaos Warriors don't get on the Umbral Tide again. I keep saying as long as the Umbral Tide, but
yeah.
they're still alive.
No, they
The
really. I mean, they
Feral
really
Cold ones
are.
might save them.
And like, I don't know what happened to these two hounds over here, but like, if they were alive,
Go
you
on,
could totally
Slan.
sick them on.
Get
Man,
out
this
of here,
is
Salon.
this is looking crazy. Like, if the Slan goes down, I say it's probably Wraps.
I don't know.
But
Even
I
if
mean,
the
even
Salon
then-
goes down, the Star Chamber Guardians might carry at this point because he's got another Feral Cold
Yeah.
or another Temple Guard.
Well, as long, but I just worry about like, if you have Corn Warriors to just stabilize and sit there on the Star Chamber Guardians, you can
I
cycle
don't
charge
think he
with
has
Scarbrand.
them though. I
He has
don't think
one.
He's gonna
He has
have
one.
Corn Warriors.
There's one left. Realistically, he has one left. This is wacky. The Lizardmen might take this here. They have their specialty units all left. Corn is really
It's
down to
close.
just some infantry and Scarbrand himself. I don't know what happened to those hounds. Maybe they traded or they got sent into the fight a little like early. Something's whacking out my camera. It's probably debug.
Ooh, some
Next
terror
turn, will
routes.
definitely.
Terror routes routed one Temple Guard and the Feral Cold ones, and now there's going to be a surround on the Star Chamber Guardians with Scarbrand.
That's what I'm
beating on
saying.
them.
Like if you cycle charge the
Ooh,
Scarbrand
yeah.
and the
Oh,
Chaos
you're
Demons
right.
stop trying to invade my computer and mess
They're
with my screen.
not ITP either, so they could terror out.
If I go up, is it
Even
fine?
the Star
Okay, yeah.
Chamber Guardians could terror out. Let's
Nope.
see. Scarbrand's
Right
leaving
there.
though. So no terror route, and the one Chaos Warrior breaks, and if they kill off the route this other Chaos Warrior,
Yeah.
it'll be a lot harder for Scarbrand here.
And maybe if I just
Oh,
go
he's
right-
gonna try and rampage the Umbral Tide and kill him off. That's really smart.
Nope, that didn't pick up. Okay, well, I just have some weird visual glitch going on. Like, it's not bad, but it's kind of flickering in and out and it's real obnoxious. But Scarbrand is like... I mean, he was Umbrella. He was swinging and missing. Like, there was one where he literally, the model missed, too. Oh my god, what is this visual bug? I might have to, like, relaunch at some point. Well, actually, we'll just do the last game. But, oh, this is the last game. What am
Oh, I
talking
see your visual bug.
about? Do you see it? It's
I
it's
just
driving me
opened
crazy.
your stream.
It's driving
I've
me
had that
crazy.
happen before.
And in this
that's really
climactic like
wacky.
showdown, we're having lag too, so we're really having to wait, you know. And like the universe is just ripping itself apart, trying to figure out who's gonna win this fight, you know.
Yeah.
That's why the bug's going on. Like the old ones are invading once again. If I go up a lot, does that
Now,
sound?
one thing is that as
Maybe.
the Temple Guard get this low, their primal instincts start to take into effect, and they gain 10 melee attack, physical resistance,
Nope,
and some
that doesn't
charge
work.
bonus. So they're gonna be much harder to kill and to do more damage. Well, maybe not harder to kill because he does magic damage, but they're gonna start hitting Scarbrand even harder. It's Scarbrand versus the world. He needs some terror
You're
rounds
right.
to be able to win this.
Strat game. I don't know how late to the comment I am, but uh, its current year is Slytherin and Legio Presagius. Legio is red or corn. So yeah, I think it's. I don't know if
This
it's
is last
game.
match of game 3.
I don't know if it's game. It's really gonna
I
determine on
don't know who's
Scarbrand.
gonna win this. I really don't.
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, this is wacky, dude. I'm just gonna zoom in on Scarbrand regardless of the bugs and just go.
Yeah. Does he have any other units in the background? Like if those feral cold ones came back, I'd
Oh,
want
he's
him
kind
to
of
chase
glitzing. He's
off
not
these chaos
attacking. Maybe
warriors.
re-attack order him. Yeah, let's get some.
He's gonna die. The Blizzardmen are gonna win.
Oh yeah. He's surrounded. He's done. Wow, that was a game.
Oh,
man.
he's gone.
God, props to Scarbrand though. He tried.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Shit.
I could not tell who was gonna win at most of these points. I'm like, oh, there's a chance here. Oh, there's a chance here. Maybe. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I
But
wonder. I
he
wonder what
pulled
that
it out.
is. GG's.
Temple Guard. Temple
Holy
Guard
shit,
carried
that
Feral
was.
Cold Ones.
Yeah, right.
So Feral Cold Ones, 726, 377, 975. Feral Cold Ones. And then,
975. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Temple Guard 1500 on the ROR, 1499 on the normal, and 1069 on another normal. Source did around 600. Skinks paid for themselves about. Umbral Tide about 900. ROR Rippers 1250.
Right.
So they put in some work. They did.
No, they
get,
definitely
like,
put in like the Closodons put in huge work. Um, the Umbral Tide escaping. Like honestly, it really came down to just like I said, just the can you get rid of these Temple Guard, right? I mean,
yeah.
and I think one of the key things was having that Hellforce Toast get wiped out early, right? If you had them in the
Yep.
late game, I think you might have been able to pull that off.
It's interesting how well the Star Chamber Guardian can deal with the Hellforce Toast.
Yeah, they're just better, straight up.
It's the magic damage really helps them there.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Umbrella and all the participants in this tourney. Shout out to Taco, my lovely, sexy co-host, and
Thank you.
yeah, and thanks for everybody watching, man. This is the first stream in a long time. I haven't been in the scene in a long time. I know Taco's been like lurking in the shadows, but not really like, recently, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'm planning on doing more stuff, and hopefully Taco will be there for some of it. So very good. I think that's the final game. That was the last
That was
in
the
the
final
series.
game.
And let's
XMT
congratulate
takes the crown.
its current year for winning the fight night of Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, this Friday the 13th. I don't know if
So-
that's good luck or bad luck that he won.
Right, exactly. It's it means something.
Means something.
It means good juju, bad juju, not sure. Well, that'll be determined. But yeah. I don't really have a Discord. It's kind of pretty haggard. So I mean, if you want to pop in, you can. But it's really like primal right now. It's just kind of some few channels. I linked. I mean, everybody here is from said Discord of the BBB one, I believe. So you guys all have that, even though I did link it. And I think I'm just gonna call it here. I'll catch you guys hopefully next week sometime, and I'll see you probably later, Taka. Yeah.
Yeah, likewise. We'll see you later.
Alrighty.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
Peace out.
All right, it ended, dude. Holy shit.